Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie. So what? And that fool blazer, Ramon.
Johnny Quinn.
Guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Insensitive Culture, episode 55. 55.
Yeah.
As always, you know me.
So what?
You know my guy over here.
And that fool blazer, Ramon.
On the other end, we have...
Johnny Quinn.
And together we form...
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
Check it out.
Make sure you fucking check it out. Episode fucking 55. Yo, these numbers are starting to go up, man.
We're getting
We
grown.
gotta start thinking about what we want to do for episode 100.
I went to my Explore page, and that reel you made of us and the baby don't hurt me was right at the top, dude. It showed. I was just like, and that's why I put it in my
Nice.
story. I was like, I randomly saw. I was like, this is fate. I have to put it in my story. It was great.
Yeah, that one was just like I actually had to edit a little bit for that one, because of the app that I used to make it. But
was good.
But it's actually that one actually made me laugh because you look like you have like big ass fucking teeth.
That was wild.
That's a good
That
one.
was wild.
Oh man, if you want to know what we're talking about, go on our
Check
Instagram
out.
page. Check it out. Check out a little video that I
Does
made.
that
It
show
was
up
small. It
right
was
on
like
the page?
8 clicks.
Like if you go, is there a certain section?
Yeah. I mean, I threw it up on our page.
Oh, is it?
I think I made it a post.
Gotcha.
I've been trying to think of different ways to like make TikToks and shit
Yeah.
without
So,
us
like-
actually having to make TikToks. So we'd be like, "Yo, Dave, we're gonna do this and we're gonna."
I mean, I thought some of them would be funny though, dude. Like there was a lot of
like
them that.
we would definitely have to do the Hitman.
Yeah, the blind hitman. Those are the best,
know that.
dude.
Which
Those
one
are
is that?
so. Have you seen those, Johnny?
Oh my god! So there's a trend on TikTok where it says my first time being a hitman, where they're just like trying to do a hit. Like if I go Dave, he turns around and then I put some shit in his cup.
Oh.
And then I turn around, he switches it up, and then I drink it, and it's like, oh shit.
Dude,
So that's like the trend. So somebody switched it up and made the blind hitman, where they do that same thing, but he's blind. So the other dude is just like doesn't like
This
he
dude,
doesn't.
he gets in the back of a car and he like in the like behind the driver's seat, and you see him like put like a piano wire over the driver's seat. He's like pulling back like he's strangled.
Then he walks out like he's just finished.
and somebody was in the passenger seat like just watching him. Like what the? There was nobody in the driver's seat, dude. Like they were so funny, dude.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
those are good.
That's
So
good.
We could do some dumb shit like
Yeah.
that. But I haven't been trying to get too involved with TikTok
More effort.
and making
Yeah,
those.
that's a lot.
That's a
of work.
lot of fucking effort. More effort than we want to put in for TikTok, quite honestly.
At least now.
Yes.
Give me a full-time job. You guys want to support
Right,
us?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all about it. I'll give
If
you
I had
content
nothing
all
but
day
time,
long.
oh man,
Word.
I'd write a mini series. There'd be
If our listeners like really spread the word for us, we would get as many listeners as we could to actually do a lot more of that shit. I would love it.
and it would be fun.
It would be fun.
It'd be nice to tell work to go fuck themselves. That would
Are
be
you kidding
super
me?
fun.
I actually like my current job. I liked my last one, but it got old like after so long. But I'm just saying, like, it doesn't matter where I'm working. It could be the best job in the world.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be happy to just say, yo,
I'm out.
fuck y'all, I'm out. I'm out.
Absolutely.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
You're cool.
Word. I haven't
cool.
gotten to that point.
Fuck you. I'm out.
I haven't gotten to that point, thank God, where I have a list of people that I would say fuck you to. I've had it.
I keep
don't have it currently,
forgetting which.
so-
That wasn't Waiting, right? What movie was that from?
That was half
Half
baked.
Baked. I always, for some reason, confuse that with the ending of Waiting, where he did something similar to that, didn't he?
Yeah, he told everyone to go, like the young
He
kid
did,
told
yeah.
everyone to go
Right,
fuck
right, right.
themselves and shit. Yeah.
Because they didn't let him say a fucking word throughout
Yeah,
the whole
exactly.
movie, and that
He
was the
just
first time he
lost
actually
that.
got to talk. They would interrupt him as soon as he's about to say something, and he
What a
just
great
fucking
fucking
let
movie
loose
that
at the
was.
end. That was a great
Yeah.
fucking movie, and apparently, like I remember Ryan Reynolds from those days too.
The super young
But
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
but apparently, like even though we've known him from like Van Wilder, from Waiting, from all these movies that we enjoyed
Just Friends.
back in the day,
Just
yeah, like
Friends.
Just Friends.
Oh, that's so great. just for,
when they talk about Ryan Reynolds and like his stardom, it's always at a like further point in his career. Like none of that stuff ever mattered. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like those movies were classics.
What movie would you say made him a bona fide star?
Van Wilder. Not a bona.
Like bankable, famous star.
Deadpool?
Not like
okay.
We knew him after
Van
that.
Wilder made him, put him on the map to where he was getting roles and people actually like remembered him, like a lot. And then I
was gonna say you gotta pull up his IMDb.
I mean, I want to say Deadpool, right? Like, it feels like that's
what I was thinking, dude.
Recent, but I feel like it wasn't
Like it's
until
too recent,
Deadpool
but-
that he like fucking blew up and like had him the money to
Nah, but he had
get all
like,
these
Green
businesses
Lantern and stuff
and-
like
Lantern,
that.
though.
Yeah, but Green
I
Lantern
know-
didn't do well.
However you feel about Green Lantern, it's still a bigger movie.
Right. I don't think people praised his performance though. Like that guy, he's gonna go places.
That's true.
That Green Lantern fella.
Let's see. Green Lantern was 2011, and that wasn't big. The X-Men Origins, he was still side at that point.
That's true. It didn't do well with
What
with
about
Blade either. Remember
Safe
Blade?
House?
He was in Blade Trinity.
He
Oh,
was.
yeah.
That's right. That was trash though.
I
what about Safe House
still
with
put that all
Denzel?
in the same like section of his career.
Safe House is dope. Yeah, I guess you're right. Like big probably
I
wasn't.
think it was when the Deadpool short came out. You know, the VFX reel that they were using to like try to get the studio to actually
Sell it?
to sell Deadpool. When that came out, I feel like he suddenly went on a skyrocket. And then everyone was like, yes, let's do it. He would be perfect for it. And then the actual like flick came out in, what is this, 2016? I mean, that feels like so recent, but I mean, he wouldn't have purchased Avion. He wouldn't have, purchased
It made him
Mint Mobile
Deadpool-
if it wasn't for Deadpool.
Deadpool skyrocketed
sure.
him. We always remember him from all of these movies.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
And even before then, he was in The Proposal with Sandra Bullock. Like, I'm not saying that it was like the most amazing movie, but it's a great movie. That's true.
Poster
He
remake
did
of that
a
for
wedding
my
poster off of that. Yeah, that's true. And you know, he was working with Sandra Bullock. He's done a bunch of movies.
He was on Two Guys and a
fucking
Girl in a
Safe
Pizza
House.
Place. Remember that show?
Yeah.
Bro, Safe House with Denzel, like he mentioned,
Yeah.
like Dave mentioned earlier, he did a movie with Denzel,
When you do a movie with
and
Denzel,
that was in
you're
2012.
He was in
you know?
Harold and Kumar.
He was in Harold and
Right.
Kumar.
You see the
At
doctor?
time- yeah, the nurse.
Yep. But why?
But why? I need marijuana.
Yo, and
A
one
lot
of
of it.
one of my favorite movies with him growing up, strangely, was the Amityville Horror.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And that came out the same year. I'm looking at it right now. It came out the same year as Waiting.
Huh.
And he had a beard.
Yeah, he
That's
had a
how
beard.
they differentiated the Ryan Reynolds beard. That was the first bearded Ryan Reynolds that I recall.
But that was a good remake of Amityville
I remember
Horror.
that, yeah.
I love when people do like comedic actors go into horror. Same thing. Like not a lot of people remember that Paul Rudd was in a Halloween movie.
yeah, I don't
I
remember
definitely didn't know that.
I remember because I remember
Rudd.
Paul Rudd
Wow.
from Clueless.
that. How young was he?
I remember Paul Rudd from Clueless, and then when I saw him in Halloween, I was like, "Oh, it's that dude." But
It's that
I'm
dude from
obviously-
Clueless.
It's that dude
Yeah,
from
exactly.
The cooler older brother, Josh.
I seen Paul Rudd in something the other day that I was like, oh my God, I forgot he was in movies since that long.
Yo, Paul Rudd has been, and
since
he
like
still
the
looks
80s.
exactly the
Yeah.
same, yo. Exactly the same. He was in Romeo and Juliet with Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah, that's what it was
was
actually. I was watching one of those Everything Wrong With, and I saw the one for Romeo and Juliet, and I was like, holy shit, I forgot Paul Rudd was the astronaut.
See, I couldn't even think of the character that he played. So let me see. Paul Rudd, when was he in Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, 95.
Wow.
Damn.
So just before he did Romeo and Juliet, he played a older Tommy Doyle.
That's wild.
Tommy Doyle was a neighbor, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That they were babysitting and
We
whatnot.
all got to pay the bills, right?
I mean,
he did it, and now he was firing that. I remember that.
Now he's the fucking it, man.
Because that was one of my
Now
favorite
he's the ant.
versions of Halloween. Honestly, it used to scare the fuck out of me. All right, so we actually have a question this week. Do you want to go with the fan submitted question or your question?
I had a question?
Or no, Johnny must have
I was
submitted.
like, oh
it. One of
shit!
you.
I just had a panic attack, dude. I was like, what?
One of you put this in the list, but let's go with fan submitted by
Let's do it.
by Steve.
Oh, Esteban.
Senor
Esteban.
Esteban.
Oh, is this the one we talked about on the live?
Yeah. So what's one thing for you that if hold on, I can't even. I'm fucking this up so bad.
Is there
so
Delta
bad.
8? Have we got the Delta 8 out?
All right. So what's that one thing for you that if everyone else in the world forgot about it, you can bring it back and be famous for it? So like, let's say there's
That's right. This is like the
there was
movie yesterday. That's what it is.
Exactly. If you could like literally recreate something that's so hot right now, everyone else forgot about that thing. But you know it so well that you could recreate it and expose the world to the amazingness that is.
I don't know
that
anything.
thing.
I don't think I know anything well enough to recreate it. I mean, I could maybe explain my idea to somebody who could then sort of make it happen. But yeah, give me a sec. I was thinking of a different question. I was thinking of the music one.
Yeah, because in this movie that he's referencing it from, the world doesn't know, for whatever reason, they don't know anything about the Beatles. Like the Beatles don't exist.
So he wrote
And this
all
person,
the Beatles music.
and this person remembers all of the Beatles music.
Dude, I would write Pulp Fiction.
Really?
Without a doubt. I would absolutely. I mean, there might be some parts that might be a little different, but it would be enough where people would be like, "Oh shit, this movie fucks still, dude." Yeah, that is 100% what I would do, and then that would obviously catapult me like it did for Tarantino, and then I could do whatever I want. But just leeching off, or even Reservoir Dogs, either of those, I could put together a base script and sell it to a studio, and maybe get Harvey
Like
Keitel.
well enough?
Maybe definitely well enough, without a doubt.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I'm stoked. I feel like I'm gonna do that, but it's already been
He's
written.
like, yo, I
That's
feel
just
like
like
I'm
one
gonna
thing.
do it.
It's all I need to catapult me. That's catapulting.
It
me, Johnny.
would, but then like you
I
would be
take
responsible for like creating new
What are we doing
shit
next?
after that. And it would all be like
okay.
your original. Like this dude literally just
I would run with it, dude.
straight ran off with the
could.
entire Beatles catalog and never created anything. You just sang Beatles songs.
I'll make every Tarantino movie then.
Okay.
Dude. I'll just,
then
That's what I'll-
Tarantino movies would be your thing.
I will take over. Yes, I will take over the Tarantino franchise and then do my own little shit whenever.
Because
you
know damn well what his thing is, like his what's it called, his formula is.
We've all
Shock.
seen the graphs. You've seen the charts of the different movies where the Tarantino at the end, it's like crazy violence, and it's hard to explain. It probably sounds weird without seeing the chart, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just like drawn out. It's like takes you through certain emotions and then
And then
crazy
at the end,
fucking
it's just
violence at the
bam,
end. Because that's how I felt with Once Upon a Time.
Oh yeah,
It's like the whole movie you're just like, what the fuck? Like
There was no
I know
reason
it's
for
good
that.
and
There
you're
was
just
no
like
reason
watching
for
it.
that.
And then the end ended so fucking well that the rest of the movie you're just like,
it makes
doesn't
it all
even
it makes
fucking
it all
matter.
better. Honestly, like you reflect on it in a more positive light after a badass ending like that. But a badass or a shitty ending can fuck the rest of the movie. Be like, oh, that
that's true.
waste of fucking time.
It's almost like he works backwards from the ending.
Yeah, he knows what's gonna happen, dude.
He's like, I need to make an amazing ending and then we'll figure the rest out.
Yeah, it's the opposite of Stephen King.
Yeah, that's true. He makes an amazing story and then the
can't
ending
fucking finish it.
suck.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I have like I used to think like music, right? Like if like there are certain artists that I know, like I think like if no one knew who Biggie Smalls was and it was like the right time, I could recreate
that
like
much
all of
Biggie
his fucking
memorized.
songs. Big Pun, easily. Like I could recite like a majority of his fucking music. I would. But the problem is
How big is that catalog?
Both of those
'Cause that
artists
shit's like-
died. So once those, I'd be that flop after 2 albums.
I don't know what happened with Walk, dude. His first 2 albums, they were fire, and then he
Hey,
dropped
man,
off, dude.
As
He was
long as I'm
trash after that.
long as I'm getting that money and I know that this is all I have,
Right.
I will take that money and I will invest in other things.
Because he knows that he's gonna shit.
Yeah, I was like, yo, this shit is gonna tank. Like this Big Pun. All right, so I only have X amount of Big Pun material. I'm gonna hit him with this shit, and then take that money. I'm not buying a damn thing with it. I'm investing all of it.
True that.
Smart.
But it has to be the right time because music is very finicky like that. Like if a Big Pun dropped right now, he'd probably not even have the same effect. It had to be that early 2000s. Like there was sounds changed, man. Like it had to be the right time for that shit.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Drastically.
Could you think of anything, Johnny?
I'm on a totally different wave. If it was
He would start a church.
Scientology.
no,
Start a
no,
church.
Damn. Yeah, I absolutely. I mean, I could do that now. But I don't think I have the fortitude to continue that lie for so long and keep dealing with that.
Good point.
No, I think I'm leaning towards something like Instagram. Like
Okay.
I would build Instagram and sell it to Facebook for $3 billion or whatever the fuck they sold for.
Nice.
I think
Just
that's
a
what I
one
would
and
do.
done.
Just a
You don't
one
have
and
to live the
done.
lie anymore.
And then I could, take that money and do some other shit with it, right? But
Every story for the rest of your life, though, every interview, anything you do is going to be all about how that was your baby and you created it, and you'd be like,
and I'll be quite all right with that.
Yeah, because you would still have knowledge of how it was actually created. And
Yeah,
how you
exactly.
totally stole that. The only problem that I see with that is like you would literally have. Well, it's probably not a problem for you, but you would need to learn coding to actually develop this application.
or
Yeah.
hire people. Like you just tell them
Yeah, but
what you're looking for.
If you don't have the money to hire people to literally like build out a fucking app, like a flawless
you
photo.
take out a loan when you know that you're going to sell it for $3 billion.
Yeah, true.
I
Right.
mean, you
That's-
you make do. Like I'll chip in, Johnny, with you. I'll throw in whatever I want.
That's
I
all
want
he
in-
really
I
has
want
to
in
do.
on- I want in
And
on the
I'd quit
ground
my
floor.
job and I'd take these online coding courses and I'd build the app exactly as it is right now. And I would cross my fingers that people fucking love that stuff.
Yeah,
Because if it doesn't
You're not
exist
wrong.
now, then you never know. It just maybe it's not popular. The cool thing about the yesterday's it's music, so it's like music is timeless, and if you never heard like amazing music like the Beatles, then if you heard it now, you'd be like, wow, that's a pretty dope song. How did you write that? Similar, I would guess similar with the Tarantino thing, right? If there was never Tarantino movies and then, Reservoir Dogs or Pulp Fiction or something just dropped like now, it would probably be impactful, I think. Even though some of it is a little weird, I don't think it was the 90s that made it good, I think it could
Yeah, it was
still
the-
have the same
the
impact.
Yeah,
storytelling.
it still
Yeah.
holds. Yeah, you watch
Yeah.
all that.
I don't know
shit.
if
Just like the
Instagram-
Godfather, and
Released in 2021 is the same as Instagram in 2012 or 2011, whenever it came out.
Oh, I remember early Instagram. I was on it early on, and there were a lot of Asian people, and it was just like
Food.
photography.
I was thinking it was picture. People were taking when I got on. People were still taking pictures of their food.
Well, with this one, it was strictly photography. Like they advertised it as a social network for photographers. And then that got just the same thing with Facebook. It was advertised as
For students.
for students. Yeah, for people. Johnny's the one who put me on to Facebook.
You needed
many
that-
many
you
years
needed
ago.
that
He's like, yo,
EDU
you
email
need
address.
you need a school email address in
Still,
order
my
to get in
login
there.
for Facebook is my RIT email.
Nice, nice.
You still can access that email.
No,
So what if you need to reset your password or something?
I think you can have two email address. Like you have an email that they contact
you
you
got to
at.
back up.
Yeah, and so they say if they ever, which I turned off all their notifications, but if Facebook sends me an email, it sends it to my personal email address, but my login email is still
It's still,
That's
still an RIT email address.
but that's a
Never
that's
got
a
around to
great
changing it.
idea. That's why like I think Gary Vee said it, and it made me think about TikTok, because right now TikTok is known for the dancing, the music thing, and but what's TikTok going to be 5, 6, 7 years from now?
I don't think it's going to be anything.
You don't think it's going to be anything. However, these kids nowadays love that shit.
Yeah,
And they are going 5 years from now, they are still going to be on that shit. It's just not going to be exactly what it is right now. And it's already evolving, because it went from music to now it's like skits. It's more of like a Vine.
Yeah, like fine. I was going to say.
It's more like a Vine right now. So it's already evolving. And then, maybe in a couple years, it's probably going to be something completely different. There's still going to be all that same dancing shit, but it's all just been evolved. So I don't know. so it's a good idea that if you were to come out and this shit, whatever app isn't available right now that you knew was the shit,
yeah.
just jump on it. Try to create it and have that idea. That'd be great. All right, so he's thinking about it like, fuck. Fuck, I should have said that.
I missed my chance.
I missed my chance, damn it. All
Sorry,
right,
you
so
can be a famous movie director.
Fuck yeah.
that's true.
I'm all about that.
We've been talking about writing a movie forever now.
Who us?
Speaking of movies, though, never that. It's never gonna happen, guys. So speaking of movies, our guy Chadwick Boseman won the best actor in a motion picture drama in the Golden Globe Awards. I can't talk today. Awards. The Golden Globe Awards.
Golden Globe Award.
Golden Globe Awards
Bob
for Ma
Loblaw.
Rainey's Black Bottom.
Have either of you seen that yet?
I have
I have not. No, it's a timepiece. I'm not.
I think it's
I'm
a
not big on
Netflix.
those.
It's a
It
Netflix
is.
movie, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It's been out for a while. I still haven't even gotten around to see the five
Five
Bloods.
Bloods.
Yeah,
Me either.
I heard good things about that. Yeah,
Spike Lee?
Yeah.
Spike Lee. So my
I
question
mean, it's
with
not
this
war.
one is,
It's like a war flashback.
it's Vietnam, isn't it?
I thought it was Vietnam.
It's Vietnam, but it's flashbacks to Vietnam. I think it's about
Okay.
5 guys that were in Vietnam together.
Grew
Did
older
some
and they're
shit while they
looking
were
back.
there. Now they're older and they're going to like
Oh, that's right. They took
recover
like a
some
bunch of money or some
treasure or
shit.
something like that. Yeah. So they keep flashing back to what happened during those times.
Yeah, I definitely have to watch it. But with him winning this, and I haven't seen the movie, I keep hearing that he did great. But with Johnny, I think you and I were talking about it, like these postpartum awards, like after they've passed.
Who are they for?
It's not necessarily who are they for. Would they have acknowledged how great he did in that movie if he hadn't passed? Would he have won that award?
Right, like is it fan service? Like did he really
I
do a
haven't
good
seen
job?
it,
Like
but-
that's why I wonder who
It's
for.
almost like it's tradition. If a
Totally
great actor dies while making a movie,
Gotta give him an award.
they give him the award for the movie. Like it's not even.
What about Brandon Lee in The Crow? Did he get an award?
Unfortunately,
He got
that
shot.
was not an award-winning
Just
movie.
saying.
I don't think it was a tradition
Just
yet.
saying.
I don't
There
think it was
goes
a
that
tradition
theory.
yet.
I don't think it was a tradition.
I don't think
He's
so
like,
either.
fuck, it started after him. He's in heaven. Like,
Well, look
damn.
at Heath Ledger, right? He won the Academy Award for The Dark Knight.
That's the big dog, though. If they give Chadwick an Academy Award, I will be shocked.
I wouldn't doubt that he would be nominated for.
Is that how it works? Don't they like usually like if they win a Golden Globe, there's like a good chance they're probably gonna get an Oscar too. Like,
I
is
would
that
imagine
how it
so.
happens a lot of the time. With a lot of previous
Usually
winners, I
it's
feel
like I think it depends. So I think I don't even know if this is. I think they're late, right? Like I feel like usually the Golden Globes and these things are like in January, and then the Academy Awards are in February. But I might be completely wrong.
no, the Oscars are.
But
definitely
usually
a little
it's
late.
I think it's Golden Globes, then the SAG Awards, and then the Academy Awards. And those are usually the order that if you're gonna win something,
You get the SAG first.
You get those. If you get both of those,
You're
then
probably
more than
gonna get
likely
that.
you're a shoo-in to get the Academy.
Yeah.
But there's also been times where you don't, like some people don't win either of those and win the Academy, or they win one or the other and don't get the Academy or do get the Academy. I mean, it's not always a shoo-in, but I think if you knock those both out, then you definitely. I don't know what the situation is. Yeah, you're for sure in the running. Highly favored, probably. Vegas odds are in your favor. I mean, I don't know how I feel about this. I think there's part of it that's they're giving honor, right? Where like, listen, this dude, because I think the three of us or the three examples we've given are good ones, right? Heath Ledger was a good actor. Maybe in a couple of roles, some of his dramatic roles, he could have crossed the border to eventually get an Academy Award.
I think he would have. In my opinion, I think he would have.
Yeah, I think
he would have won an award.
And that's where I'm leading to, right? Like, I don't think Brandon Lee was old enough or had enough opportunities to even show that he had acting chops to make it. And then the few thing that we saw him in, it wasn't that great. Unfortunately, he passed away on set. I don't think it was ever deserving of an award. I think with these two guys, the only benefit of the doubt that I give it is that they probably were going to eventually come upon a role and a movie that they would 100% deserve this honor. But unfortunately, their life was cut short, and so we'll posthumously give this to them in honor of the stuff that they were able to accomplish. And unfortunately, it just fucking sucks for the rest of the people in that category that are getting hosed.
The healthy people.
Because unfortunately, dude passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like his work, he has amazing work. He's done so many things that were deserving of like an Oscar and all of these awards. And I'm not questioning his skill at all. I'm not saying he's not even deserving of it for this movie. Right. But my question has always been like, when they give them these awards, like, why do we criticize these people so hard and like criticize their performance so hard that we wouldn't give it to them while they're alive, but then they die and then we're just like, oh well, we're gonna give it to them.
We just never know if they would have given it to him while they were alive. That's the shitty part.
And that's my question. Yeah. If he was alive, would he be receiving an award for this movie?
I have to see the movie, honestly.
Have you seen 24?
42?
Oh,
I've seen Jack Bauer before. I know about 42, like CTU 42. And all that. Yeah, I fuck with that hard, dude.
42, the Jackie Robinson.
Yes, I have seen Jackie Robinson.
So
yeah,
that was a great movie. He's made some great movies.
Heath Ledger and Brokeback Mountain and whatever he was in with Billy Bob Thornton there, where he was like his dad or something.
Oh yeah, like that was a really good fucking movie.
Yeah, so like he definitely was gonna get one, dude. And like I said, I'm not taking anything away from Chadwick. The dude had chops. I got to see the role, but I mean, it's possible.
I just
seems like one of those movies, the period pieces that
award
shows love that
we were talking about that we just don't fuck with.
We were going in on period pieces. It was like 9 a.m. this morning. We both probably should have been working, and we were just fucking up these time period movies and talking about just like when you see like brothels in the Old West, dude, those chicks are smelly and gross and shit, dude.
That's all I think about.
No one wants to smash those chicks, dude. Like they got
in 1920s, man. All those people look like they fucking stink, and then like when they show the sex scenes in those periods.
Victorian era, like
It's like, yo, that
You
chick's
get like smell feelings.
yeah, oh yeah.
You get that deep into it.
it's just like, yo, she got a fucking stank. Her fucking her pubic hairs has to be so long. Like, there's no trimming back then.
And it's not even like it's
gosh.
not even a big bush though. It's like the whole pubic region is just all fucking hair
down the
dude.
legs and shit.
Oh.
Like it had to be
yeah.
horrible.
Oh.
So bad.
It had to be horrible.
So
Horrible
bad.
times.
There wasn't lady
love that-
Venus razors.
I love that at least Dave would align with me on this very, very
Got to.
obscure
Very, very.
thought.
I have very strong feelings about it because it's something I've thought of many times, dude.
Oh, me too.
Many
That's the funny part.
I brought up the
meanwhile, Johnny is
toilets
looking
and-
at us like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No, dude, what was that? I think it was like Gladiator or Spartacus when they showed the Roman like toilets, dude, where they would all fucking just rows of like these wooden holes, dude, and you'd shit them and there'd be a little fucking stick with a sponge on it, and that's what you would wipe your ass with, and everybody fucking shared it, dude. So gross. So gross. Like, oh, are you done shitting? Here's the shit sponge, Watts.
It's like,
wipe
oh,
your
thank
shit.
you.
Good looks. Yep.
Here's the shit
Slop.
Here's
sponge.
the shit sponge. Have fun.
And then they wondered why they
Don't forget
fucking
to wash
died
your
of the
hands
Black
with it.
Plague.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, wash your hands with the same
And the
sponge.
E. coli water.
But yeah, these are things like when I watch. It's probably why I don't
These
like
are
those
the
time
things
period
I think
movies.
of in period pieces.
Yeah, exactly. How the fuck did they wash their How did they wash their ass?
Yeah.
It's gross. You
They probably didn't.
took a shit in a bucket, didn't really have anything to really wipe it,
Was there soap?
and just toss it out the window. That's how they had the Black Plague.
If anything, there's just water. Imagine just wiping your ass down with water every day and not fucking using soap or
Yeah, so
body
can you
wash or anything.
can you imagine a cowboy?
Still,
a
a
cowboy.
lot of people do.
That's unfortunate. That is very, very.
I mean, I don't know how true this is, and we might get canceled for this, but I've heard that that's one of the reasons why in Indian culture,
I knew you were going
like, you don't use
to say that.
the left hand for anything. 'Cause
Right.
The left hand is the
for-
wipe
that's
hand,
the wipe hand,
and
yeah.
everything is with the right hand. I don't know if that's like from the 1800s or what, but
Right.
I know that some
No,
racist asshole
I
probably
remember
told me
hearing
that
that. I
story.
don't know if I was just like little racist friends told me that in school or if that's something I learned. I don't even remember. But that is like in my head, that was a fact that I always just
Because you
knew.
eat everything with your hands, and,
Right.
and like Indian food is hand food.
And they're like,
Yeah.
just sloppy. Gross.
I mean, it makes sense though. It's like you always, at least this hand is clean.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be eating with our hand.
The other hand is falling off.
The other hand
It's all withered.
looks like looks like the dude from fucking Scary Movie and shit,
Yeah, exactly.
whipping the mashed potatoes.
My germs.
Oh, so on that note, let's ring it back to, rest in peace, Chad Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
He deserves it in my eyes. I just had to
he got
ask
it.
that question. Oh man, I'm glad we got
give it to him. We'll give it to him.
I'm glad we got the chance to bring around the period piece talk.
We had to.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So
Because that
gross.
shit
Bring
did
it back,
fuck
bring
with
it
me.
back.
That shit
So
did
gross.
fuck with me, and I thought I was so weird. Like, I would watch Boardwalk Empire. I fucking love that show, and that's
You
why.
would think about shitting.
Well, no, it's not necessarily the shitting, but I'm just
the
looking at these
hygiene.
people, like the way everything is, like hygiene, like knowing what we know now. Back in those days, obviously everybody was like that, so it was
They
like
were,
it is.
They were douching with like bleach. I remember in one of those episodes, the chick she was
Yeah.
like Clorox douche, dude. No. It's not good.
That's what I'm
not good.
saying.
It's not.
No.
Like that, they just knew what they knew back then. We
Right.
know what we know now,
Exactly.
but us going from now knowing what we know back then and watching that shit, I'm like, yo, they're in a brothel, they're all having fun, and like he said, like if in a Western, they go to
Westerns
these
are the
brothels.
worst,
This motherfucker just came out of nowhere. He's just riding on a horse, took a shower, Lord knows when,
Yeah.
and
Sweaty
she has
ass
to suck him
desert
off.
son. And let's talk about his bush. She's got to dig through that shit, find his little fucking cowboy
And then the
dick.
next man is going in right after.
Yeah.
You
Right
think she's
after.
really cleaning out.
Right after.
right.
And she literally went to a bucket of water and wiped it down.
Maybe
and
she
then
had some bleach
moved
in
forward.
there if we're lucky. I don't know.
Bleach douche. Oh, that's
take it.
fucking
I'll take it.
gross. That's fucking gross.
And he's going down on that, tasting the
I don't
bleach.
think did they do that? I don't think Cowboys were all about eating
mean,
pussy, dude. I don't think that was.
You
I
never
feel like
know.
they
I
just
don't know.
went in and smashed and dashed,
No?
dude. No, I don't. I
don't
feel like
know.
oral.
How
I
could
feel like
you ever be around? Like, it wasn't because I seen a porn that I was like, oh man, eating choach is awesome. It was like, because eating choach is awesome.
he was naturally drawn to it. He's like, I don't know what that is,
I
but
just
I gotta,
naturally went there.
I gotta taste that.
It's like, I gotta devour every piece of you.
We're getting freaky now. This is the
I
freaky
know, right?
episode. I like it. It's that Gary's good, right?
Oh, man.
Hold up that bottle, Johnny.
that Gary
Gary's
good.
good. Are we looking up
let's
history
see.
of oral sex?
I guess. Well,
What does it say?
I mean, who the fuck knows what's true? But getting head was popularized in the 1970s, so it's fairly
I
recent.
can believe that it was popular.
I mean, no, they've been munching that shit for thousands
But I
of
mean,
years.
when did the Kama Sutra come
Yeah.
out?
Oh,
Right?
no,
I mean,
no,
it's
no, no.
thousands of years old.
For sure. For sure.
But definitely, I could see it.
You did that shit on the
as far
DL. You
as,
weren't telling
in
your boys.
pornography. There probably wasn't a lot of, head type of photos and
Right.
and the like, right?
Yeah.
Before the 70s, and then in the 70s, that's when we started to get freaky.
On this one, there was a painting of a man having oral sex on a woman that looks like it was like the 1800s.
Okay. See, they got down.
Ooh.
Yeah, they got down.
You're gonna have to send me that photo.
But you wouldn't tell your homies about that.
Put it in the corner.
I
Put
got
it in
you.
the
I
corner.
got you. I'm just gonna save them as I go along. Yeah, there are like
pictures on his
I know,
computer.
there's a lot of crazy shit depicted on like stone walls, like etched in there. Like they loved it enough that it's like on a
freaks,
wall.
man. We always been freaky.
What's that? Put it in my mouth. Okay. That's how it was. That's how everyone got down.
Oral fixations.
To everyone who's listening and not watching, he was just referencing the past.
Yeah.
Nothing is going
He
on
was
in
just
this.
saying it. There was nothing going in his mouth.
I just had to clarify.
If you're listening
Oh,
on your way
shit.
to work, there was no shenanigans going down.
Oh man, that is wild. I don't know. We'll have to look into it, but there's so much shit on the history of fellatio.
We could do a whole podcast just
We
on
can do a whole podcast, and I'm sure
eat,
We
eat
shall.
and choach.
I'm sure Dave is really
Dave
gonna
special.
dive into this.
It'll just be me. I'll just be talking directly to the camera. It'll be welcome to eating choach with Dave.
Welcome to Dave's fellatio special.
It's gonna be on our Patreon. You have
Is
to
this
pay for
going to
that.
be part of the Asylum Network?
There you go.
Or does this fall under the Insensitive Culture umbrella?
We'll figure it
We'll
all
play
out.
it
We'll
by
figure it all out. All right. So in some Hollywood news, there's talks of a new Superman movie that is coming from the likes of JJ Abrams, and as of right now, they have
Black Superman?
yeah, those are what the rumors are. Right now, they hired a black writer, Ta-Nehisi Coates. Is
Oh yes, that's
Yep,
right.
he is. He's been hired to write the movie, and yeah, that's the rumor right now is that it's going to be Val L.
I was gonna
Is
say Val Kilmer. I was like, he's gonna be Black Superman? That's fucked up, dude.
no Val L. Apparently in the comic books is
Val L.
yeah is Black Superman.
Oh wait, no, this is legit. Like they're actually doing a black Superman,
Well,
not black suit Superman,
This
like
is
a black
Like
dude.
a
And
black
Yeah.
dude Superman.
there's a black dude in the comics that was from the planet Krypton
yes,
and has a similar name to Kal-El, or is it like a reboot of the original story but with a black dude instead of
no. So well,
white
we
dude.
don't know because quite honestly, these
there's
are
no-
all rumors. What we know that is fact is that we know. What we know as fact is that JJ Abrams is attached to a new Superman movie, and they've hired a black director or a black writer for this movie. So
Gotcha.
the rumors are that they are looking.
Ta-Nehisi Coates. Okay.
They're looking for a black actor for this Superman movie, of course, and they're going directly to Michael B. Jordan.
I was gonna say David B. Washington.
Yeah, David B. Washington would be fire in that, but no, we're going for Michael B. Jordan. Everybody at least is calling for Michael B. Jordan,
Is he
and of course,
is he short? I feel like he's small-ish.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like he's short.
Really?
No, I don't. At least not to me.
Can we get a height? Not that it matters.
What the hell is this dude known for? Like, I'm looking him up on IMDb, and he doesn't like have any credits.
He doesn't have much under his belt. He's 6 foot.
6 foot.
3 writing credits, and they're all from the last year. And one of them is this Untitled Superman project.
Yeah. I don't know.
And a random.
And then he's appeared as himself.
In 20.
So he must be
He must be someone.
What did he appear as
a
himself?
writer? Maybe he's a writer.
Yeah, because like what I'm seeing is he's come out in Dungeons
He's
and
an
Dragons.
author. He's an author and a journalist. So they signed a random dude to write a new movie that's never written a movie before.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Ooh.
Okay, he has written for Marvel Comics.
Okay.
He wrote a Black Panther series and a Captain America series.
Okay. So at least he has some comic chops.
He has a little bit of chops there, but so he's obviously a nerd.
Which is good.
Which is good, yeah.
He knows enough. We want to see that, and he's a writer, so at least he knows how to put words on paper and not sound like an idiot. Give him a shot.
Yeah,
Seems
we'll
like
give
a big
him a shot,
project to
and-
give a newbie, but okay.
For me, quite honestly, I think that this is dope news that all right, all these main comic book like movies, they're starting to do too much. And they've been doing too much for a long time.
Who are we talking about?
I'm talking about like
name some names.
Superman, Batman, like all of these movies.
DC, we're talking to you.
Well, DC the most because they keep trying to bring some shit out. It fails. And then they're just like, well, scrap it. We're just going to start over.
Yeah.
That's been their thing, right? At least with Marvel, it's been hitting. So we've had the same actors and shit for the past 10 years. But with DC, if it doesn't hit, well, fuck it. We're rebooting it again. And then we get the same fucking Superman story, same.
They reboot with the same garbage. It's one thing if they
Same
reboot
shit.
and come back harder, but they're just coming back with the same garbage,
Right.
which sucks.
So then it gets to a point is like, when are you doing this too much? And the thought of Superman, even with this reboot, right? If they're thinking completely different, it's still like, fuck, we're getting another Superman movie. I'm pretty sure someone heard us say that and said, fuck, another Superman movie? Like, fuck. You know, we didn't even get Man of Steel 2, which a lot of people still want. And
Right.
but at least what I'm excited about with this is if they go with a different version of Superman, which would be this Val-El, you know, a black Superman that's just not hiring a black man to play the same Clark Kent that we all know. It's like a completely different character that we don't know about.
Yeah.
I'm
Right,
open
right.
for that. Like, I'm like, all right,
That
I'm
I'm
down
open
for.
for,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm down for that.
I don't want a black Clark Kent.
right.
Right.
I think that would be. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
I think it's a little silly,
yeah.
but
I mean, it is, but at the same time, I know the Clark Kent fucking story. I know it.
I agree, yeah.
We
done with that.
there's a new fucking Superman CW show which I keep hearing. I actually keep hearing people like saying that because there's only 2 episodes out,
too, yeah.
and I keep hearing good things about it. But
Is that
it's
the
fucking
Superman
CW.
and Lois show?
Yeah, Superman and
dude,
Lois.
Ash
Yeah.
is like, she was like, babe, I wanted to watch the Superman show, and then I saw it was on CW, and I was like, garbage, and I was like, that's my girl.
yeah, I know.
That's
see?
my girl.
They
saying,
Yeah, they released. I guess there was one scene, and it makes him seem like he's like real wholesome and stuff like that. So a lot of people gave it a shot and said that it's actually really good. Same thing, all the same people like, oh, it's fucking CW reserved, and they're liking it, and they've already greenlit it for another season. So
Damn.
but who knows? Somebody will have to watch it, and then we'll report to each other.
is
and
it
see.
part of the? Do you know if it's part of the what do they call
The
it?
Arrowverse?
Arrowverse or whatever.
I believe it all is. Yeah. Anything that's a part of CW, I'm imagining it's a part of the Arrowverse.
I would think,
Yeah.
yeah, but I know they did.
Right.
They had like one of those like unifying. I forget what it was called, but they had like one of those crossover 3-episode arcs that like unified all of their universes back into one.
Yeah, I remember something like that. Something Heroes or something
I'm
weird.
gonna assume
Yeah.
this is part of it because that the dude Brandon Routh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he made an appearance in
Yeah,
that
you're right.
crossover event, trying to like tie it all together to
To the
Some sort
movies
of-
that are no
Yeah,
longer
no, they're
canon.
trash. Anything CW makes is trash. So I don't know. I might I might give it a try just for those 2 episodes, and then I'll just for the sake of our show, and I'll let you know how I feel about it. But just to
I'll let you take that dive.
yeah, but
Yeah.
just to get back
Take
to
one for
that,
the team.
just to get back to that, we've already seen the story of Clark Kent numerous times,
multiple times.
We
dude.
know exactly how he was raised.
after
he
Christopher,
came down, blah blah
Reeve,
blah.
that was done.
We've done it to death. So the thought of a different Superman, a different character, everything like revamped, I'm okay with that.
Same powers.
I need a new story.
Yeah.
New backstory. And quite honestly, like his build and everything, Michael B. Jordan would be a dope Superman.
Yeah.
I think so. His acting skills
But
to me
he's
are
already-
questionable, but
Killmonger, like
what'd you say?
he's already Killmonger though. He can't be in 2 universes.
I mean, this is just fan talk. Like fans want
I
him.
agree.
Yeah, this is just fans want him. So
I mean, I guess he could. He technically could because, Michael Keaton is both Batman and the Vulture. So
Oh,
Yep.
I guess you could do whatever you want.
there's a bunch of people like that, isn't there?
I would like to see it.
can you see like John David Washington taking that mantle or
No.
no? Right?
No.
Nah. I like him, but he's not.
You can't have a beard.
I like him for
I
some
don't know
shit.
what he looks like.
I like
without
him
a
for
beard.
some shit. I don't know. Even with like he's a good actor and he does very well.
He's no Denzel.
But even with Tenet, like I was looking at him and I was like, yo, if
what you were hating on him in
someone could have done way
You
better.
think Walk could have been in Tenet?
No,
Is that
but
what
this
you're
is
saying right
this is
now?
what we do. We're talking about it, so we gotta.
I can see you
we
scale
gotta
on the
critique
building
it.
and real quick, just bouncing up there.
You'll hate on it
It's
until
like
you see
you
Walk
hate on-
doing it.
What
All
gets
right.
me about this
All right.
whole thing?
Like, oh shit!
What gets me about this whole thing, or we could jump into is like, how do you think this will actually be portrayed? Because, and again, none of us know the story of Val-El or Black Superman, but is that part of the Justice League Dark? Because JJ Abrams is also being reported to rebooting or starting Justice League Dark for Warner Brothers. I think for HBO Max, maybe, or just in general.
I thought it was.
But that's what they were talking about, like the Constantine show or movie that's going to come out. That's a part of that. Is this Superman that JJ Abrams is tied to going to be a part of Justice League Dark? I'm assuming so. But it'd be kind of fucked up that they make the Justice League
Right,
Dark
with the black
Superman a black
yeah.
dude, right? Yeah.
What if they called it Justice League Black? Then it was just all black superheroes. I'd fuck with that.
If the Blue Beetle's not a part of it, I'm not going to be happy.
Nah, dude, he's not black. He's fucking
He's Hispanic.
Latino.
You could be a black
Latinx.
Latino.
He's Latinx.
You could be a black Latinx.
Is he black?
I can't say that.
You can be a black.
I don't know.
Let's see.
You could be black and Latino.
That's fair, right? Walk. He's Nigerian, right?
I think they got it the worst.
You.
You said I'm Nigerian.
Wasn't that your DNA test? Was it? What was
yeah, I am. I'm like 26% African.
See?
With like all kind of. I think all
you did
different.
the
Yeah, I did.
23andMe
Yeah, I did
ancestry thing?
23andMe. My grandmother was like 50% African.
Wow.
Same.
Check. Same.
Oh man, I may have been.
South African, by the way. It doesn't have to be black just because they live in Africa, okay? I don't want to hear that shit.
When I went to the, I went to get my vaccine the other day, and there was a lady that was obviously not of color that was outside, and she was like getting registered, and then the intake nurse was talking to her. She was black, and the nurse practitioner that was delivering the shots was also black. I don't know their cultural backgrounds, but they were definitely black, and no one else in the room was. But they were there was some joke going on about yeah, you can come back, but you know what? If you come back to this room, the only people we're only letting people of color into this one. So you have to make a choice whether or not you want to do it now or later. It was like some joke they were doing back and forth. And the lady was like, well, I'm down, like I did my 23andMe and it said that I was 0.005% Ethiopian.
That's it.
The nurse practitioner was like, yo, she don't even got a point in there.
Point
She got
0.005.
a tenth of a point.
Yeah.
She's trying to be down with the team.
I'm 26%. I found out I'm like 20 something percent Portuguese, 20 something Spaniard, and like 11 or 12% indigenous Puerto Rico. I am. I forget the percentages, but it's like the major percentage is Portuguese and Spaniard, and like 10 or 11% indigenous Puerto Rican. And then the rest was like African, a little bit of European.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was crazy.
that.
But
I want to do one
see.
of those. Just
I want to see what it says, but at the same time, I don't want to give them my DNA.
Oh, they got
Not
it.
that I'm like wanted
it.
for anything, but
I feel like I would get like a long lost relative. Like I always, because you always hear about that. Like somebody fills it out, and then it's like,
what if Johnny
you got a child.
gives his
yeah,
blood?
hey, yeah, even worse. Maybe I won't do it. Jesus Christ.
What if Johnny gives his DNA and in a
he's
lab
the Night
somewhere?
Stalker.
No, in a lab somewhere, they're like, guys, we found Ricky and Devo.
We found Ricky and alarms go off. Like we got him.
We finally got him.
We finally got Ricky and Devo. Oh, from that semen sample he left on the fucking seat of that car.
They get you for 30 years of back tax.
That'd be some shit.
Oh shit. But to correct my wrong,
We got Ricky
it's
and
not
Devo.
Val. Oh, he is named Kal-El, but it's like all one, no hyphen.
Call.
So it's just Kal-El.
Call.
Kal-El. Yep, Kal-El. And his name is Calvin Ellis. That's his human name, Calvin Ellis.
Okay.
And he's
Ellis.
just Superman in a specific
Calvin
world.
Ellis.
Yep, in a specific Earth. So
One of the different Earth numbers. That's
Yep.
dope.
yep, it'll be I believe it's Earth.
C-139.
What'd you say?
C-139.
C-139. There you go. You can see that. Thank you for looking over and staring at my screen there.
Was it C-139?
I have no
I was
idea.
going to say, that would be quite a
That's
coincidence.
fucking Rick and Morty, right?
Yeah, that's Rick and Morty. I'm like, that'd be wild. Is that where they got it from? Dan Harmon, you fat fuck.
Oh man, no, he's like Earth 52 or some
Okay.
some shit like that. I don't know. I'm not nerdy enough for any of this shit.
I wish I was. I
I
wish
really
I
wish
cared
I
about
was
that
too.
shit. I wish I could read comics and be like, this is so dope. I can't wait for the next one. But I can't. they don't hold my interest, dude. It's as much as I wish I could nerd out on fucking House of M and
Oh, a
shit,
lot of
dude.
shit.
I just can't read fucking comics, dude.
I fuck with comics. It's just like same thing. Like I just won't continue
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I'll
trend.
start.
I don't
bought
read
some
anything.
Old Ninja Turtle prints and they were dope, but like,
Like books. Books I do read, but the majority of it is like audio books. Just because I'm always on the move. My thing is I cannot sit there and focus on like even with like movies, I multitask. I'm like on my phone, I'm doing other shit as I'm watching this movie. That's why I love movie theaters. Because
you can't.
Because you can't.
I mean, you can.
Well, I mean,
if
people,
you're a
yeah,
dick.
you can, but I'm not an asshole like that. So I put my phone away. You know what I mean? I put my phone away, and I actually take that time to enjoy the movie. That's why I enjoy the movie theater.
As you should.
If I'm at home, I can leave my phone over there. My watch will fucking vibrate. It's like, oh, I got a text. Let me get up and go get it.
Take that.
You know what's good for that though?
I do need to take the
The
watch.
VR goggles.
Yeah.
They put you in a space where you feel like you're somewhere else, right? And you don't get, at least up until now, even though I've kind of won it, but you at this point you don't get like your text notifications in the VR screen. So you could still be wearing your Apple Watch, right? But when your wrist notification goes off, you're like, oh shit, I got a notification. But it's more of a pain in the ass to take the goggles off and then look down and then read.
come back, yeah.
It breaks everything. So you're kind of like, oh, I got a notification. All right, I'll remember to check that later, because I'm so entranced into whatever the experience is of VR. So I mean, most of the time that I used my VR goggles, back when I used them,
What ones do you have?
was to watch movies. I have the Oculus Go.
I've been wanting to
the
get that for
cheaper-
a while.
I don't even think they sell it anymore.
Yeah.
I think the only one they sell now is the Quest 2.
I almost bought a pair from Jordan, and I completely just forgot about it. But I wanted it because
Watch movies, right?
Danny,
we were gonna watch movies and shit.
yeah, for us to watch like movies and shit like
Exactly.
that, like have like a
It's pretty dope.
movie session where
That
we
is
sit
dope.
there and we talk about it.
Like
Yeah.
Mystery Science
it's
Theater.
absolutely great for that.
Yeah, and I we could probably buy some like used ones for
Sure now,
for
yeah.
cheap.
Especially if they're not even selling them shits anymore.
Word. Because I was going to do that with Danny,
Yeah.
too. I was trying to get Danny to fucking get a pair so we could just chill because he's out in fucking Florida. And that was our shit.
Right.
We would always go to the movie theater and chill. That would just be our chill time. We're like, yo, let's do
Word.
a movie at this time and throw on the goggles, create a little room and shit. Throw on the Plex.
Fuck yeah.
Word.
That's it. They actually, I don't know if they're still developing it for a while. Plex did have a VR app, and it allowed you to watch movies with friends. This was before like Plex even had their Watch Together feature that they introduced during the pandemic. They had it in the VR app, and it was pretty good.
Can you fuck with you ever see like if you're ever on Pornhub, they have like the VR porn where it's like double sided, but it only looks normal. I'm guessing if you have like a fucking like VR mask on. Oh, Johnny, yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah. Okay. What was that called? The Oculus what?
Let me tell you. I'm not even. VR porn is
Yeah.
legit.
Damn.
It's legit.
Damn.
It's very interesting.
It's very
But-
interesting.
They film it very well.
interesting.
Man.
And I mean, some of them are bad,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna say
Just like porn. Any porn.
a majority of the ones that I checked out were filmed in the right way
Nice.
with the right ladies,
Mm-hmm.
and they work.
But if someone comes in on you choking it, dude, like you got the goggles on, you have no
You won't
idea.
know.
You're
you
busted,
won't
dude.
know.
Like there's no hiding that
Yeah,
shit.
no, you're not doing that in a space that you're not feeling.
You got to
Quite
be in,
reserved
be in
and
a
private.
safe space. Nobody home.
Yeah, you got to be in a safe space.
Naughty time. Candles lit.
Because, yeah, you definitely, I'm sure, like, I'm sure you look like an idiot on the outside. I can't imagine walking in on me while I'm wearing a fucking VR goggles and choking the
Just
monkey.
whacking your
First
shit.
of all,
That would be
First of all, let me tell you, I can't imagine walking in on you, period, choking your monkey as
True.
you
True.
explained.
But he would have,
but
he would
even
have time
worse.
to hide.
Even worse.
He could gather himself, dude. With VR, you just
Yeah.
busted. You
You're like Ace Ventura in the.
because that's the other thing too, right? Like, if you're just like watching porn on your fucking laptop or phone, or Dave doesn't use the phone, but your laptop or your desktop computer or whatever, yeah, you hear a noise and you're like, oh shit, right? Let me switch it. Use your keyboard commands or whatever, and you switch it off, right? You can easily get rid of it. You're in VR. You got headphones on or earphones in. They're like noise canceling. You're not hearing shit. You're fully immersed.
not hearing
You
shit.
think you're there.
Fuck.
You're saying shit out loud. You're talking to the porn.
It's like, yeah, baby, that's what I like.
Oh shit!
Oh man, wait till those bodysuits come out. It's gonna be a problem. I think there are already some out, but I don't think they're like consumer level.
You got
yet.
Walk looking up prices over here.
No, because I'm trying to see if there's any other standalone.
He's like, oh shit, VR porn. Yeah.
I'm trying to see if they had if they got rid of the Go, if there was something comparable to it, but it doesn't look like it.
No.
It looks like it's
Not from them.
Yeah.
They just have the one premium product now.
Oh, the Quest 2.
The Quest 2, yeah. Because the Go, technically, they created
Couldn't
it
do
to
games
be.
for it, right?
You could, but not good ones. Because the processor that they put in there was like a smartphone, and it was like an old smartphone. Like when it came out, I think it was the processor that they put in like Android phones 2 years before that, or a year before that. So it was already a little bit delayed. A lot of the games that you could get were the same ones that you can get on the Samsung Gear VR, which was the headset that you just put a Samsung phone in. So you're basically only playing smartphone VR games, and so they weren't like really great or really high quality, and I kicked something here. They weren't that great or really high quality or anything. They were just kind of so. They got the job done. The few games that I played on it, and I still have it. It's over at the lake. They're the roller coaster games and some scary
just
in
like
the
your
dark
basic
stuff.
stuff.
But the Quest is way better in that it has cameras on the outside of the helmet, and you could also get just the original Quest. There, you can find that for cheaper than getting the Go. So the original Quest, Facebook isn't selling it, but you could find it other places at lower cost, and they're almost the same. It's just like the Quest 2 is slightly better. There's the visuals are even better, and the battery life is a little bit better, and it's a little bit maybe battery life of the device is a little bit better. But for the most part, they're it's like 1 and 1B.
Listen, man, I'm telling you.
But the idea is that you can move around in your environment with the Quest and the Quest 2 because they have the cameras on the actual thing.
Yeah.
With the Facebook Go one, like, you have to sit in a chair and you can't move.
So people are diving into walls
It
and
doesn't
shit.
track you. Well, it doesn't even track you moving around.
Damn.
Like, if you move around, the picture stays the same.
Oh,
like, your camera view stays the same.
That's
So
stupid.
it feels weird. Like, if you move forward, like, you don't move forward in the view.
Yeah.
And so you're just like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
But with the Quest, like, you do move, like, you map out an area of where you're allowed to walk, and then you move around inside of the game. So it's way more Oasis like than than the Go is.
See, man, I think that the future is going to be in the augmented reality. Somewhere
100%.
in the middle
in
of
between.
VR and reality, and they're playing around with it with like phones, but like that detachment of just like moving. I've tried to fuck around with that just to play around, and they've seen success with like Pokemon Go and shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's always the rumor that Apple is working on the next latest and greatest like fucking Apple glasses and whatnot. And if they are, that is going to be the shit that just like blows everyone's fucking mind and changes reality again.
Yeah.
And I believe that's the next step. I think Elon Musk, if you listen to his interview with Joe Rogan, he talks about that same exact thing. It's just like we're already cyborgs because we're connected to the internet. However, we have this, like, we're connected via a device, and there's a lag time. And all we really have to do is remove that.
Become the device.
Yeah, like we have to just lower that lag time. And it has to be
He's
instantaneous.
Trying to, like, implant chips in your brains and shit.
Well, I mean,
But
the next step that they're trying to do is putting fucking glasses on your face so that you can see, digital shit in real world. What's the next step after that? And that's the way I think that's that's exactly where we're going. And that's where theaters have will completely just be gone. If I can get a movie
circling back.
Yeah, if I can get a movie, which by the way, what was it like? They just raise the occupancy level in New York City?
They've
opened, yeah.
Open theaters.
Open theaters, and
they've been closed this whole time. I think
30% or some shit. I heard.
I don't remember I think it's like a percentage or 50 people max per theater.
Which in New York theaters are fucking
which is
massive.
Pretty good. Yeah. So I think that could work out. I'll be very excited to go to a movie theater. While I'm here.
I haven't gone to a movie theater since they opened up here either. Dave, you want to go?
Shortly.
What are we gonna see?
I don't know.
Not something that's
there's nothing to really say.
there really
isn't,
isn't, dude. No, that's
that's the main reason I really haven't.
We'll go watch Tom and Jerry.
Put that shit on HBO Max.
I already saw it.
How was it good?
That has got to be the worst movie I've seen in the last 10 years.
Tom and Jerry.
It's the same shit that you would any other movie. Like if you thought of a movie where they mix actual humans with cartoon characters,
Yogi Bear,
Sonic, whatever, same fucking formula.
But Sonic was better than this.
Sonic was better.
This was so bad.
Because how can you do Tom and Jerry?
So bad. Because Tom and Jerry don't speak. Like they're not speaking characters.
Yeah.
And their hijinks are always with each other, and now they're trying to introduce humans into it, and then like somehow introduce that like all the animals in this world are cartoons.
Oh, that's bullshit.
And then only some of them act like animals, and some of them have humanistic type.
Yep.
It was just out.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
couldn't.
yeah.
I really tried
I
to watch
agree.
it on a lazy Saturday afternoon, high and drunk.
I have kids. My kids wanted to
like,
watch
if
it.
I didn't have kids,
My kids wanted to watch
kids,
it. I didn't even try to
absolutely.
pay attention. I caught a majority of the story just because it's playing. But it's just like whatever, man.
Whatever.
Oh, cool.
Right,
Nicky Jam is a is a villain.
I didn't even get to see Nicky Jam in it. That's
even
how
make
quick I had to shut
like,
it off. I was like, I can't do
Apparently,
this. I can't
Ozuna is also
make
in there.
it.
He's like a bellboy or some shit.
I
I
would
didn't see him. I
I
didn't
would have
notice him, but I
laughed
saw him.
and enjoyed to see either of those in the flick, but
They're Spanish
Wow, it
Spanish
was bad.
artists, music artists.
They had little bit parts in Tom and Jerry. That's
Yeah.
how they're doing you
One
proud.
does a well.
Yeah,
Nicky
exactly.
Nicky Jam was in Bad Boys 3.
Okay.
So and he was like the he was technically
the
like one of the
main-
bad guys, like a villain.
He was the main gangster in Miami once they got to Miami.
Yeah, when they went to the club and shit, and he's like, I don't
don't remember
really
the
watch.
third. I go the
even
second one
remember
is really.
Bad
I
Boys for
watched
Life.
the
Anyway.
the third one
Anyway.
once, dude. Once.
Yeah.
Anyway, but one thing that I am happy that Dave is enjoying, because that's why he hit me up this morning, is A Handmaid's Tale.
That is how that started.
Oh,
He
yeah.
hit me up. He was just like,
Let's
"Yo, I can't
report
believe
back
this
on
and
that.
this and this and this."
Yeah,
and he's
dude.
like, "Yo, Johnny,
Johnny,
thank you
watch
for
it,
putting me onto
watch
that
it
show."
without Joyce, dude. You don't need Joyce to watch this, dude. In fact, I wish Ash wasn't watching it with me just so that I could fucking
He is
binge it, dude.
fully into this show now.
It's got me now.
Really?
I'm like halfway through second season, so like halfway through everything that's out currently, dude. And it's so fucking good. We do like 2 or 3 episodes a night, dude, and just it's all I think about. Like I can't.
That was the first thing he hit me up this morning.
That's how we got
why we got
started on
into
the-
period pieces.
Because I told him like I thought it was just a whack ass period piece,
That's
and
what I did,
I
too.
never paid attention to it. Just because you saw the outfits and shit, and you're just
Oh,
like,
you
what
thought
the
it
fuck
was
is
in the past.
I did,
I
dude.
did,
I
too.
did. I thought it was
did,
like
too.
some fucking Puritan.
I remember you
fucking
saying it. I didn't know you did
Salem
too,
witch
yeah.
era type shit, dude, is what I thought. And then I was like, whoa. Once he said what it was, and I watched the first episode because me and Ash were like, well, let's try it. And after the first episode, it was weird enough where I was like, yep, I'm in. Let's do it. And now I can't stop, dude. I can't stop.
Yo, because it is wild to think, like, if this were to go down right now,
It
would
reminded
be-
me. It reminded me of honestly what was happening with Trump and
I think
and
that's
everyone.
why it got so
like
popular,
it was.
yeah.
It was good. It's good. It's so good, dude.
It's that's why. So I guess we both recommend watching A Handmaid's Tale. If it would make you guys feel better, watch it with your lady. However, it's a wild enough story that you would just be into it. It's crazy. It's crazy. So you're gonna have to be that person that's just like, hey babe, I'm watching it.
watch this.
I'm watching this.
Yeah, I'm just watching this. So
Tell her to give it a chance, dude. Because Ash really,
I would.
Ash really loves it, dude.
Because I understand her stance where, it's just like really degrading to women, but it's also at the same time, it's like, if this
it's
happened,
fighting that patriarchy too. Like
exactly. It's like,
Sure, yeah.
it's also at the same time
crazy.
showing that
Yeah,
you can't
absolutely.
do it. It's empowering because it's like all of this bad shit that goes down. They're
She just
not going to
fights.
fucking just let this shit happen. You know what I mean? Like there's so much to that story, and it's like I just finished season 3, and I was excited because season 4 apparently is starting in April, and I'm just like, oh shit, so good. We got through it. Now in April, I get to watch it again.
All right,
Nice.
be nice and fresh.
It's wild, good stuff. But
I might make that time.
but when he hit me up this morning, he was just like, yo, this character, like,
What the
oh
fuck,
my god,
dude?
what
I was
the
livid,
fuck?
dude. I was livid.
I was like,
couldn't
oh, so
believe it, dude.
you in it.
the balls on these writers, dude. It's insane, dude. I don't know how they walk to work every day. I don't know how they get there with the size of these fucking balls they have, dude. It's outrageous. I don't know how it flies, dude.
Oh man,
that's crazy.
when he texts me early, like 8:30,
was
9
like
o'clock, just like
I woke
yo,
up thinking about it. I told you I
bam,
can't
I was
fucking
like-
stop. I can't stop thinking about it, dude.
That's how I knew he was stuck. Oh, good shit. All right, so I guess Tom Holland is coming up on his contract with Marvel after Spider-Man No Way Home, or not No Way Home? Is that the name of it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
No Way Home, yes.
They all had like home in them. I feel like,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
what's
No, they
confusing.
did. It's
Yeah.
like
Like
the home
Far From
trilogy.
Home.
It's like the home trilogy that they say. So
Yeah.
they had to end it with the home, but
Homecoming, Far From Home.
Yep.
No Way Home.
So his
That was all
contract is up.
on the board, on the
was
whiteboard
it?
for that teaser. There was like a whole bunch of different ideas for names with home in it.
Yeah.
That were all scratched out until they pointed to No Way Home as the
One of them
final
was
answer.
like Home Alone, like nope, been done.
Home Alone.
Yeah.
But no, apparently that's the last one under his contract. He has said
Interesting.
he said that
So
obviously
he's not going to be in Doctor Strange?
it's the last one in his contract. We don't know what he's already filmed. I think he could definitely be in like other movies, but he has like after this one, he technically has the right to say like, no, I don't want to be Spider-Man anymore. But he's already told them like, I'll be Spider-Man as much as as long as you let me. And but he also mentioned that he is.
Well, I think that's how Tony started as well, right?
Yeah. And then 10 years later, he's like,
only
yeah, I'm
originally
good.
signed for the 3, and then ended up signing like a big, huge thing afterwards.
Consistently, it's Spider-Man: Homecoming. Let me see, Avengers.
Infinity War.
Yep, Infinity War, Endgame, and then he's just had consistent work. In 2019, he had 6 movies come out in 2019 alone. In 2020, he had a few movies. He had like 3 or 4, but obviously, with everything going on, he has like 4 or 5 movies coming out this year. So since he jumped on that train and he became like a well-known name, he took advantage of it. So yeah, man, take your little break. Take your break.
When it first came out.
Yep, take your break.
Money.
Take your break. Take your vacations. Get rested, man.
Absolutely. He's
fucking-
working hard, and he's young. How old
Yeah.
is this dude?
What, 20?
2?
Like, he's
24?
barely.
Tom Holland is. Does it even say it here? He was
96.
Born in 96. What does that
Oh my
make him?
God, that makes me feel so old.
Me too, bro.
25?
Graduated high school in 98.
He's 24, 25.
24.
24.
Yeah, he's 24.
Good for him. Take
So
a break.
and he's killing it. He's killing it, and we still haven't even seen all. Like he has Cherry coming out soon. That one looks good. The Devil All the Time was a good movie, in my opinion. It was good. You should
I
check
didn't
that
see
out.
it, yeah.
Oh, you saw it?
I did see that. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
that was a good movie.
Oh, wait,
and it
wait,
had-
no, yeah, that's I'm thinking of that new one that's coming out, the
Cherry.
Chaos something.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. That one hasn't dropped yet.
Yeah.
Chaos Walking. That one's coming out soon, right?
Yeah.
Was that the one where we saw the
I think
picture
this
and we
week.
were like, which one did we see?
That's
We
the
were
one
like,
with
Tom
Daisy
Holland's
Ridley.
in it. Yeah, I think
Yep.
that was the one where
Yep.
we were like,
The Devil All the Time is the one that I was telling you.
Rob
that,
Pattinson.
That
Oh, that's
has
a-
Bill
yeah,
Skarsgård,
yeah,
Rob
that's a good
Pattinson,
one.
and Rob
Yeah,
Pattinson
yeah,
has
yeah.
that southern accent.
That was good.
was
That
really
That's
good.
a
It was good.
Netflix movie, right?
Yep. And
Yeah.
he's gonna be starring as Nathan Drake next year.
Mm-hmm.
That
That's
movie's
right.
coming out in
Mark
2022.
Wahlberg.
Yep. So
In 22, not 21?
yep.
So they haven't
22.
started filming yet then.
No, it's in post
I
production.
thought they were filming right now. Yeah. Post.
It's expected in.
It's in post and it's not coming out until next year?
early February.
That's
It's
a lot
February.
of posts, Johnny. It's a lot of posts.
Damn, that's a lot of posts.
February.
Fuck.
With Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg, and Antonio Banderas.
I don't know, man. What is he doing? What's
I
his
don't know.
role?
It doesn't.
Oh,
It doesn't even
say
have
a
a
character
name.
name.
So he's probably the
He
villain.
must be the unnamed villain. you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's hiding some treasure in South America or something.
I may have released
Exactly.
something here. Nobody's looking too deep
You broke it.
into Uncharted.
You broke the Uncharted news.
It's been broken here. Antonio Banderas is in Uncharted with Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. and Mark Wahlberg.
How do you do that accent
That
so
should be
poorly?
fun. That should be a good
so bad. in
Because
here.
we do the accent poorly on purpose.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
not
got
like you where you try really hard and it will come out shitty as fuck.
It's mediocre. It's mediocre. It's okay.
It's because I know what the bad accent is. Because I'm Hispanic.
That does sound good.
Oh, I know people that sound like that.
Actual Hispanic people?
Yeah.
So then how could it be a bad accent
Well,
then
they-
if
well,
that's
they
what actual
sound-
Hispanic people sound
because
like?
it's hilarious. It's hilarious to me. The Sofia Vergara
yeah,
accent.
yeah. Is that what that's called? Is that what Hispanic people call it? Do
Modern,
they call
no,
it the
I call it that because it's like Modern
Sofia
Family.
Vergara.
When people are very animated and they talk like this,
Oh, Jay.
that's very Sofia
Jay.
Vergara. Very Sofia Vergara to me.
That's fair.
Johnny's over there like, yeah, no, he's not wrong.
She can talk however
I
she
don't got
wants.
one of those.
You're
Yeah.
not wrong. You're not wrong. I used to watch the Spanish, the Channel 42 Univision. Mm-hmm. That's the one that's 42, right? Here locally.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be.
Yeah,
I don't know
what it is either. It's been so long. But Univision on Saturdays used to have just like straight up, right? It's like a dance show where it was on a beach setting. I forgot what it's called. Caliente. It's called Caliente.
Caliente,
Yo, it's called Caliente. Where they would literally, it would just be music and people dancing in like a pool setting.
Like MTV
and
Spring
all these
Break?
women, and all these women are just dancing in bikinis.
Exactly like MTV. I think MTV Spring Break stole this idea from Univision.
They did, except none of the women looked like the women from Caliente.
Exactly, because the Caliente girls were like fucking
even their
calendar models.
Yeah.
Even their weather girls are getting they blow up.
They've always been. Yeah, weather girls
Fine.
Yo, Hispanics are perverted as fuck. And it's great.
Don Omar was married to like a weather girl from
the weather girl.
Univision, right?
The weather girl that became famous because of her giant ass. Don Omar was like, "Yep, that's all me."
That's all me.
That's all me.
Facts.
Bless him.
Makes sense.
I love Hispanic.
Anyways, moving on.
Right.
Is it Esteban time?
I think it is Esteban time. Esteban.
Ooh.
So guys, we're getting to that time where we're going to be talking WandaVision. So we'll give you a little, because everything from this point on is going to be talking WandaVision episode 8. We've talked about it a little bit on YouTube live as well as the Facebook group a few days ago, and we still have more shit to talk about on this episode. So if you are not caught up, please watch that episode, go back, listen to what we had to say for our initial reaction to that episode, and then come back to this last portion of this episode. All right. So as always, we love you. Thank you for listening this far. We appreciate it, but we'll see you next week.
Later.
Sup, dudes?
Is this the Esteban?
Esteban.
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 It's like, what's that?
What's that? Esteban.
Esteban.
Yeah, no, I like this. I like that.
That's how we know we're old as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh
Nobody
my
knows
God.
that.
There's
Nobody
probably
knows
some younger dudes that are just like, what the fuck are they doing?
What is what's up?
What's up? Why do you say what's up like that? I don't understand the reference.
I don't understand. I don't get it.
This is really helping the existential crisis I've been having for the past week, where I just cannot stop thinking about my own mortality. So, yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's been the last 10 years of my life.
You're
Steve.
welcome.
Welcome.
How do you cope other than the weed?
Oh, I just get happy that I wake up alive in the morning.
I like that. I'll try that.
I'm gonna die in my sleep every night when I go to bed at night, Steve. That's my
thought
life.
we thought life was over when we turned 30, and here we are.
Man.
Now I just think it is.
Yeah.
Here I am at 40.
Right.
Think or wish. Dave. Come on, buddy.
It's a bit
We're
of
not,
both.
we're not that far
It's
behind.
always a bit of both, man. Every day is a bit of both.
It's a give and a take.
All right.
Fuck.
Enough depressing, Steve.
Yeah, let's get past that. Jeez.
Steve's gonna live a long, healthy life, and we're gonna talk about a lot of WandaVision here. It's gonna be great.
Steve, you have to stay alive, right? We have one more episode of
You have to
WandaVision
make
coming
it.
up, and then
Could you
for
fucking
another week.
imagine? Could you fucking imagine?
Right
though?
after the finale, you just grab your heart, you clutch your chest, and you drop, and that's all we got to see. He saw how WandaVision went out.
I made the show.
no, he has to stay alive because 2 weeks after that is Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Through phase 4, Steve, you can live, and then after that, I don't know.
Yeah, but they're doing this whole saga. I'm pretty sure. So I gotta.
Yeah, no, he has to make it for all of it.
I have so much to live for.
Much better.
All right, so obviously, for those of you who follow all along, this is a continued conversation, a continuation of the initial conversation that we held on Friday for the reaction episode that we now go live on Facebook and YouTube Live for. So if you've missed that, you can definitely go back and catch our initial reaction to episode 8 of WandaVision. And this is just what we've found, what we're expecting now that we've let it marinate a little bit.
Yeah.
And while Steve is over there cooking his favorite garbage plate or whatever the fuck else he's
Sounds like he's
I was
running,
gonna
he's
say,
running a
I'm
kitchen.
sorry. I'm fucking sorry. I meant to mute myself and I didn't. You know what? You guys are gonna deal with that. Everyone's gonna deal with it tonight. I'm making dinner. Man,
Steve's the executive
He's-
chef
he's
at
just
Black and
chopping
Blue.
shit. I don't know what
Johnny-
he's doing. But
Johnny hates clearing the throat, but I'm gonna take it
Yeah.
up a level. I'm gonna fucking saute. over
Jonathan,
here.
what's your policy
go.
on full course meals on the podcast being cooked?
But as always, Steve, since we've last talked about it, tell us what have you what are your thoughts now on this latest episode, and how are you feeling?
Has anything swayed you?
I mean, that video Johnny said with like what was it, like 31 different like things you might have missed.
Yeah.
That was wild. There was a lot of good stuff in that, and the fact that it ended with that dude saying like, "Haha, Mr. Scratchy, gonna be Mephisto." I was so angry at first, and then I started thinking about it, and I was like, "Motherfucker, they're right.
They're right.
It's gonna be.
It's gotta be.
I'm still not totally sold because I feel like Senor Scratchy is definitely like a Nicholas Scratch reference, who's Agatha's son in the comics is Nicholas Scratch. So that's what I'm leaning more towards, and like the great loss that Agatha might have gone through. That is why she wants Wanda's powers.
Interesting.
Since Wanda can bring life back, is maybe her son, and that would also go along the lines of like, she's holding Wanda's kids hostage. She's not necessarily worried about Vision as much. She knows the kids are how she can kind of
Sway her.
relate this. Yeah. So that's where I'm at currently. I mean, guys, it's just going to go so off the rails, I think. I don't think any of us are really going to comprehend what it looks like. I did see something really interesting today about how it's like endgame level CGI and battle scenes. So that got me really excited. I know. So that's going to be wild, I'm sure. My guess is the White Vision fight is going to be pretty wild. So
Because he is powered by the energy of the hex, so he can come and go as he pleases.
right.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I thought was really cool in that video, Johnny, that you sent was the guy noticed that the stone was the last thing to be formed on Vision.
Yes.
And kind of insinuated that like maybe Wanda is literally able to create the stones or channel her power into like their own
And it was
stone.
It was that's what he mentioned too. It's like we look at her energy and it was always same color, that red energy. And when creating Vision and the stone, it was that yellow energy that she came in contact with initially, which because she came in contact with the Mind Stone, correct? And that's what gave her the power.
Yeah.
Correct.
So she holds some of the energy of the Mind Stone itself.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
and then that's what made me think like when this battle is over, they now have a physical body that can harness the Vision's mind because she's already recreated him in the hex. And she can now put his mind into this new body that has been just activated. So we're getting the Vision back.
Yeah.
I'm pumped. Same Paul Bettany voice, you think? Is it
That's
gonna have a different...
that's the thought.
different voice by any chance?
No, I think it's still going to be Paul Bettany. Why would they change Paul Bettany's voice but keep his body? That would be the weirdest thing ever.
It's a different vision. I don't know.
I was going to say, are you talking about White
But
Vision?
White
in
Vision, you
particular?
think is going to be Paul Bettany's voice
Yeah, that's
too?
what I was asking. I was asking about White Vision. I was wondering if it was going to be the same.
It is Paul Bettany that's playing the White Vision too, so it would be strange to want to change his
see what
fucking
you're saying.
voice.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna use your body, but
Yo,
we're just gonna
If
change your
if
voice.
he has a different voice, so help me God,
I got you.
you will never hear the end of it.
I don't think he's gonna speak at all.
Speak with his fists.
Like as the
It
White
was like a
Vision.
meme where he would be like Ultron's voice or something.
That, yeah,
yeah.
If anything,
James Spader. It was
if
going to be James
anything-
Spader. Yeah.
If anything, the bad Ultron or the bad Vision, the White Vision, would have a different voice. But when
Right, that's what I'm
but
saying.
if she was able to transfer his you know, like his aura into that Vision, it's going to be Paul Bettany.
Yeah, I think White Vision, if the voice changes at all, it'll be more like Jarvis-y
Yep.
and more like computerized. Like if you think back to like Iron Man, Jarvis definitely sounded a little bit more like it was a computer, obviously. So that's
Gotcha.
what I would
Yeah.
assume.
That makes sense.
If they do change the voice, but that's actually a good question. I didn't really think about that at all. So
Yeah, because I don't.
yeah,
think
that'll be an interesting thing.
that's not happening.
I hope to God it
Dave-
happens. I pray that it's
It
just
would be
like
dope
some,
if it's Ultron's voice.
some
though.
Cockney slang actor is like, "Oi, go get me Vision over here." Fuck you guys.
Or maybe it with a Spanish accent. That'd be great.
Oh, yes.
Imagine if it sounded like Sofia Vergara.
Oh,
You'd be
yes.
like, what are you guys doing in this world?
In this world,
I got to kill you now.
Jay. I love it.
I have to kill you. I don't like you.
I don't like you. Steve isn't in. I don't think
haven't-
Steve is in on the Sofia
not.
Vergara. He doesn't. He missed that.
I was
You'll
gonna
hear
say
it.
I haven't seen anything in Sofia Vergara a while, but
What,
this
since
is
Modern Family? Man.
It's all
she
she was
even
in. That-
Oh, yeah.
That's all I know her
that's
from.
right.
That's all you know her from, but she's
She wait. You brought her up because of the dancing on the
She's been
beach.
in
Was she
Puerto
was she
Rican
dancing on the
mines for
beach?
the
was
last 20
she
years.
was a star on Univision for
okay.
a very
So
long
she
time.
was dancing
and then
on that.
she
She was a
crossed
host.
over. Yeah, she was a host of like a TV show, and everyone thought she was like hot forever. And then she crossed over to American television with Modern Family.
That's where she blew up.
Yeah.
That's where she blew up for you. She was already a thing.
Was she on Lente Loco? Is
Yes,
that what it was?
Lente Loco. Yeah, yep. That's the one.
Was she,
was like
Steve?
a-
Do you know? Can you
Yeah.
confirm or deny whether she was on that show?
I have no clue. I love me some Telemundo here and there, but I really just like watching it and like hearing
That's what's up.
hearing like
That's what's
how
up.
quickly they talk and single.
That's what I
single.
said. That's
Like,
yes. It's very
Yeah.
fast. Everyone's always angry all the time. Why?
It reminds me of the commercials for Monster Jam back in the day. Sunday, like how excited
Yeah.
that guy was about like
All Puerto
yeah,
Ricans
there's
are
gonna
like
be-
that guy.
Yep. And as we know,
Puerto Ricans are just tall Mexicans.
so you know, that's just what it comes down to.
I love that so much every time.
We're just at one a week every
That's
every
it.
now and then. So
You save it for me.
We do.
I really appreciate that. Thank
but
you.
no. So back to WandaVision. There's just like there's so much to take away. That particular video, I remember like watching it and thinking like, fuck, there was like so much shit that I didn't even think about.
Yeah.
You know, like the energy that. Okay, so one of the things that he pointed out was obviously we knew that in the beginning when they were trying to take her, you know, they were trying to destroy Agatha. It was her coven, and they were trying to kill her, and that, you know, her aura turned into, or it was like a purple color, because she was fucking around with that black magic. Their color was like bluish, right?
Yeah.
So their color was that bluish, and then all of a sudden it looked like she was surprised that the you know, that her power was stronger. They're saying that's why it was leading to Mephisto too, was that like it was a different color for a reason, because that was the I guess there were some throwbacks to the purple color in other I want to say it was in Doctor Strange, because the dark magic, whenever someone did the dark magic, it hit that same purple color.
And I actually made mention of that a couple weeks ago along the lines of the vines or whatever they were in Agatha's house too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So and then you also made the comment about the helmet on the mom's head, that kind of looked like a Scarlet Witch. Yeah.
It looked very reminiscent towards Scarlet Witch's actual costume, obviously from the comics.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
There was a lot of crazy references on there that I enjoyed, but I know that I'm gonna take it back to Johnny, because I know Johnny had like very specific questions that he wanted to get through, so that we
Johnny
can
had a
discuss.
bunch. I love
my
it.
God, he had so many.
Well, it's my first question is right along the same path that you're talking about right now. So good segue. What's up with Agnes's power? Like, why is she more powerful than the other witches? What do you think is that purple power that was emanating from her? And also they were accusing her of messing with something, like a higher power, right? And saying that it was above her age and rank. What was that? Is that something that like is in the comics that I don't know about?
Well, they accused her of messing around with dark magic. I know that. And then that's why it's above her age and rank. Probably there's an age and rank for it, because you have to be of a certain caliber to be able to cross into that and not be affected by it, and let it take over you. Same thing with Doctor Strange
and those like
they
books
told him
that were he couldn't fuck with.
They told him don't fuck with those books, and he took it upon himself to go. But obviously, Doctor Strange
killed
is
it though.
just Doctor
fucked
Strange
shit
is
up.
a different
he
beast.
did well.
He's that dude.
As Agnes did, right?
Right.
Like she's obviously been holding this magic down for.
But she succumbed to the evil.
The magic of the others, but she succumbed. Yeah, you're right. She flipped on the other side. But she definitely is more powerful than the rest of her coven, right? Like,
I mean, she killed them
she
all.
was able to
So it seems,
suck
yeah.
her magic away, right?
Yeah, it definitely seems that way.
Dry.
But I mean, I've got nothing though, Johnny, in terms of like what makes her different, like than the others. In the comic, she's very much like, she's not an evil character necessarily. She's also not really a good character. She's kind of like neutral, and she's just like, she's there to do something here and there on either
Kind of
side
move
of
the story along.
pendulum. Exactly.
And I
so, I don't necessarily know. I do think it does have something to do, obviously, with the book. Like, I don't think it's, again, still don't think it's Mephisto fully, except kind of a little now. But I think it really just comes down to, she was using magic to do something that benefited her, whether or not it was bringing somebody back. And again, like the whole series so far has been very focused on like death. It's permanent. You're not coming back, whatever. So maybe that's why I've been thinking about it so much.
What I wanted to touch on there is that, so with everything that we've already talked about, my new thought is that Agatha, obviously, like she's bad. Like at this point, we know that she has a motive. However, her motive isn't necessarily an evil motive to try, for trying to stop her or anything like that. I think her motive is going to be exactly like whoever the rabbit ends up being, that is her motive. So this whole time, she's been trying to figure out what's going on with her to see if she has that type of power to bring whoever it is back. And that is going to be her motive, which doesn't necessarily place her as evil, but it doesn't make her good, like you said. It's like just a neutral being, but she has a particular motive that's swaying her one way or the other. So I think they're going to deal with that a little bit, but the actual bad is going to be the new Vision, that white Vision. This is going to be who's going to come in and attack. And now,
So, which makes it Hayward is the
yes,
the actual
Yes,
bad.
exactly.
Because fuck Hayward, that fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
He's the worst.
Fuck that guy. He lied
He's
so
totally the
fucking hard.
worst.
But and we're still hoping. Like I think we were talking earlier with Danny, and Danny was saying like I still hope like as all of this is going on, I'm still holding on to like wanting either Magneto or fucking
Doctor Strange.
Dr. X to come in and just be
Professor
like
X.
Professor
Professor
X.
X.
Yeah, I'm just getting everybody mixed up. Professor X.
Yeah.
Dr.
Yeah,
X.
It's my
I do
porno
that all
name.
the time. That's the same thing with Jordan B. Washington. We're still hoping for some sort of a cameo. I don't think that that's happening at this point. I really don't. I don't think so.
I don't know. Fingers
We don't
crossing
know.
that
Fingers
there's some
crossed.
but Magneto or Professor X, probably not.
No, we're
But
gonna
I'm
we
fingers
may get a
crossing
Doctor
for
Strange
some crazy
reveal.
cameo. I really don't know. I really hope that we talked about this on the live show, but I really hope that Paul Bettany wasn't like trolling us with his, person I've always wanted to work
Right.
with.
Yeah, he's always
Really
wanted to
being
work with
himself.
himself.
Yeah,
That'd be
like that
Yeah.
would. I mean, yeah, it would be kind of dickish, which we deserve.
I think it'd be
for
hilarious, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. We deserve. So it's kind of funny. But I just fingers crossing we get something.
Just throw us a bone.
something
I think
cool.
we're gonna get something.
It's the last
We'll
episode. I
settle
think
for
we're-
Doctor Strange at this point. Just give us something
Absolutely.
that's not
If it's-
fucking
if
Paul
it's-
Bettany fighting himself.
If it's
And that's the
I mean, I
cameo.
love Benedict. Like Benedict
For sure.
is one of my favorite actors.
But it's not what we were promised. It's not at the
exactly.
caliber
It's not
of
how I felt.
Luke Skywalker showing up. I
Right.
still haven't gotten
Right.
that. Maybe that was the
Maybe
Quicksilver.
to comic. I don't know.
But-
Steve, you're a comic book guy. The White Vision showing up. Did that feel Luke Skywalker-ish?
No, I mean, so
It's not.
the white vision is just it's vision without emotion. It's vision without what makes him vision, which is the stone.
Yeah.
In the MCU, obviously. In the Marvel comics, there's much more of a Ultron makes Vision to be his perfect, form, and same thing as the MCU. But we've learned in the MCU that the stone is really what makes Vision. So I think it's just going to be a soulless Vision.
Yeah.
It's not going to have the emotion. It's not going to care. It's going to be doing Hayward's bidding. and
Terminator.
That's it. Yeah,
I think
exactly.
by the end of it, though, they're
Exactly.
going to give it emotion. She's going to
We
find
might get to keep
she's-
both of them.
She's going to find a way to if they destroy this white Vision, he may be like she may find a way to put his embodiment into that
Yep,
one.
yep,
That's
yep,
what
yep,
I was saying
yep,
earlier.
Yeah.
Because he was created in this world, and that didn't happen in the comics where they go against each other. At least not that I know of.
Right.
So she created him, and we now know that she manifested an Infinity Stone for him here. And although they mentioned like he was created within the hex, and he was breaking apart when he got out of there, he didn't exactly like disappear either. So it was possible. So if she actually takes his personality and places it into this lifeless being, now that she knows he exists, I think we're getting a new Vision.
Okay.
So that kind of leads into two of the questions that I also had about this show. One of them was the stone that we saw on the White Vision, that bluish looking stone. Do you think that's actually a stone? It kind of also looks like a Tony Stark arc reactor.
It's an arc reactor.
Is that what you think?
Yeah, I like the Tony Stark arc reactor.
Cool.
A mini arc reactor.
I'm with that. It looks like it could be, so I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it's a mini arc
being
reactor.
as a thing that Sword has access to. But the follow up to that is, and it's kind of on what you're talking about here, is do you think that Wanda's the Vision is physically real? Because like we've seen him do a lot of Vision like things, right? He exited kind of the hex, even though it didn't seem like he really was exiting. He was like trapped and pulled back. The only thing that makes me question it is that Hayward had that top-down camera view where he was tracking decaying vibranium. How could he be tracking decaying vibranium if this is just a manifestation that she built off of her magic? So did her magic create
vibranium?
Do you guys think that her magic created physical vibranium? $3 billion worth of physical vibranium there?
I think that we have that answer in this episode, because she was able to create all of this, and now we know it wasn't a manipulation of. It was a mixture of manipulation, but him personally, she completely manifested him. Everyone else, it was like she completely took over their bodies and everything.
Right.
But what the biggest key element there is that she manifested him. She manifested these children. So if we're in a,
but are they like physical beings if they can't exist outside of the hex?
Can
is
they?
what I'm
if
saying.
If the kids ran outside the hex,
if
what
they
would
can
happen?
exist outside of the hex, which is where the magic lives, which is kind of, now that I think about it, it's similar to remember when Agnes said she has these runes around that room, and only the person who put those runes up is allowed to manifest magic in there or whatever. The hex is like, I don't know that there's runes, but that's like Scarlet Witch's space that she can create and control the magic in. And as you saw, once Vision tried to escape that, there was no more control out there, and that's why he started to fall apart.
Well, here is where
I'm wondering, is he physically a thing, but only a physical thing that exists inside the hex?
So here is, in my opinion, and Steve, you can chime in if I'm saying anything wrong or if you feel like it's going different. They've also mentioned that she is
fry your vegetables.
While you slam every pot against the wall.
Were you cutting potatoes
That was the
earlier?
door.
Were those potatoes you were cutting?
I'm grilling.
I could tell.
Those
I
were
could tell.
potatoes, Dave. Good job. I'm grilling right now.
No,
I
you're fine. We
apologize.
just have to
Whoa,
give you shit
how
about
hot
it.
it is
No,
in
dude, it's like
freaking
20
Rochester.
out,
You guys
dude.
are
He's
grilling?
fucking freezing.
Oh, it's a balmy 27 right now.
Nice.
But my thought is that they released the information that she is a Nexus being, right? And she's
Yes.
working with chaos magic.
Yes.
So she has the power not only to take elements of other universes, but she can create universes as well. So with her doing that, she can create
universes and she can create life, is what Agnes said.
Right.
Or Agnes.
She manifests. So she created these children, and she created a new version of Vision. Now, with that, obviously, there's like endless possibilities because this is the MCU. We're talking about comic books. Like anything can happen. Anything has happened in comic books.
Sure.
And so I'm thinking like, if we get Vision, and we have Vision, come back, even if in this white Vision or whatever, then these kids have to be real too.
I'm still not sold on the kids. I don't know what to think of them. Like, what's going to happen? You said if they break the hex, dude, like, are the kids gone? Like, I still am not sold that they're going to be like,
we don't know.
What happened,
We don't know
Mom?
what's going to happen.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, in the comics, the kids weren't just gone. Even if they're perceived as gone at the end of the season, like, they might very well come back. Maybe that's part of Multiverse of Magic, or Multiverse of Magic, Multiverse of Madness, is maybe part of that is, well, not necessarily they are an abomination. Maybe it's also partially like, Mondo, you created these, they do exist. They're in another universe. We just gotta go find them and get you back with your family or something. I don't know. They could go a lot of ways, but I don't think this will be the last we see of Wiccan and Speed.
I like those kids.
I'm cool with that.
I think it will be the last we might see of
Phase 5.
This age of Wiccan and Speed. They might bring them back as like teenagers and actually have them be the young Avengers age.
Because we know that that's what they're trying to build up right now is the Young Avengers. So
exactly. So, because I mean that'll be a huge cash cow for our kids
and myself
someday. Having. I mean, yeah, obviously we're still going to enjoy it, like the idiots we are. But yeah, I mean that's Disney knows what they're doing with that.
That's what they do.
As everything, they always know. They're controlling everything.
They're Wiccan themselves.
They are. They have the chaos magic.
They are Mephisto.
Okay, very last question. I know you got to go, Steve. You brought up this question on Friday, so I hope y'all all have thought about this.
Probably not.
If they let Evan Peters do his signature Quicksilver moves in the last episode of WandaVision,
I did think about it.
What is your request for slow-mo music?
You know what? I barely actually thought about it.
You brought it up.
Even though I asked the question, I know. What an ass I am. What are you guys thinking? Anybody
I really
actually
did think about it, and honestly, I thought it really matters what's going on in the scene. Like who he's rescuing, what's happening, like the context of it. But without that context, I thought that Benny and the Jets would be a good. I don't know why I love Benny and the Jets. I was listening to Benny and the Jets on the way over here, and I thought
you were going to go with the Billy Joel song.
I thought about Billy Joel too, but I was looking through my library, dude, and I saw that, and I listened to it on the way over, and I was just picturing it, and I thought that would be dope. Benny and the Jets.
Benny and the Jets. I mean, I'm thinking like early 2000s.
Oh, really? He was going
honestly.
with the look.
Okay.
I was not. I was going for classic because it was like Sweet Dreams and Jim Croce.
That's the thing. Like, what would work though with that?
The timing, like the
exactly. It would fit the narrative behind all the other, like all the TV shows and their, place in the lineup. I don't know, like something like Taking Back Sunday, maybe. I'm trying to think of what song would be good. I was a shitty emo kid and only like the real sad sack crap, like Bright Eyes and Dashboard Confessional, but I don't think those will fit.
Interesting. While you think about that, I'll give you mine. I was not in that time frame, which I should have been. I was thinking if they gave it to us, it might be at the end of the episode or in a post-credit scene. And if they gave it to us in a post-credit scene, I was going to go with a classically used Tears for Fears, Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Nice, okay.
Oh, hell yes. Hell yes. That would be amazing.
I think that would work, just like the Breakfast Club ends, you know what I mean? Like that perfect like nice, cool, like I'm already feeling good, and then you give me a post-credit scene and you get the boom, boom, like
that would hit. That would hit.
All right, Walk. I got my answer, but I want to
I
hear
honestly
yours first.
did not think about this.
He's struggling
at all.
right now. He's rushing to find something.
and
Don't force
I'm
it. It's okay.
I was trying to think about songs about time, but I don't know. I'm gonna
Songs
suck
about
right
yeah,
now.
I tried songs about time too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. All American Reject gives you hell. Goes along the lines of Mephisto.
Okay.
And the
Tied
demon
it into
spawn
the
like
plot
that.
and all the
I
other
like
shit.
that.
That's fun. Yeah, I like it.
Gives you hell by All American Rejects.
Nice.
That's
I
my
like
final
that.
answer. And I will accept nothing else. If it's not that, then we are rioting and boycotting everything.
It is the only option.
Oh,
That's how it goes. Only option. Nothing else will work.
right. And just because I like it, fuck it. Let's just do "Smells Like Teen Spirit."
I was thinking Nirvana. That's funny. That's funny you said that.
Oh yeah,
Nirvana would be good.
Nirvana would be
that
good.
would work.
"Smells Like
Actually-
Teen Spirit" would be dope because
Yeah.
I just hear the riff going and like I'm thinking like if whatever, like I'm thinking it's gonna be an epic battle and he is going to help out in some way, and it's just gonna be like
Yes.
now is the time, and then just thinking about
Yeah.
like all this
Yep.
shit going on, everything slows down, and then you hear that dun, 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 you know, like that fast pace, and he just
Yeah.
does whatever the fuck he's gonna do.
Yeah, if it's part of a battle, I'm
Right.
100%
Yeah,
with
that
you.
would be dope.
That's why it matters. The context of the scene
does.
really, really matters, dude. That's
Absolutely,
a
you're
tough
right,
call
you're right,
without
you're right.
knowing. Just like putting a soundtrack on a movie that you've never fucking seen before. It's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Well, it's like, what would you like him to show up in? What type of scene would you like to
I mean,
show
I
up in?
assume he's saving somebody. I just assume.
Walk wants to show him up in the battle. I want him to show up
Afterward,
slow mo with like some not important joke,
Right.
Another nod to fans.
Yeah.
I like this. I like this. This is a good thought experiment.
Yeah,
I picture him saving everybody.
I
to
picture
sweet dreams.
him
That's
in
what I'm
like
moving
being
shit
involved
around.
in the actual like in the action, like everyone is going to band together to come against
That would be cool though. I like
against
that.
this one common enemy that is now
I prefer that to mine.
So
That would be dope. He helps save the battle.
yep. Just throws in and
That would be cool.
he's and not only that, but it wouldn't be a waste of his character either. Whereas like right now he was there, it was a cool moment, but
He was there for a
kind
fake
of a
throwaway
waste a waste of
Fietro
a
joke.
Yeah.
So even if he's not
That was like a mid-season oh shit.
right. So
Yeah. And I don't think they're gonna throw that away either. I'm still banking on this. If not Fox Quicksilver, alternate Fox universe Quicksilver of some sort, and like it's just there's endless possibilities. So this is who it is.
And
So that's my thought. There's
Ash
endless
is off on
possibilities. It's the
Friday.
multiverse.
So I think I'm gonna watch it on lunch.
Nice.
Watch on lunch, so we should be able. If it works for everybody, we should be able to do our live on Friday again, right after the, fresh in everyone's mind,
fresh in everyone's
fresh to
mind.
death.
Fresh to death.
Fresh to death.
Sweet.
Love it. I'm in, and then I'll be in. I'll be in next
Fuck
week.
yeah!
You
Only
guys
if you
still
make
have
us some
me.
fucking
I
cut
will,
potatoes
no,
and
now we want
grill
a whole
us some
fucking
shit
meal.
over here.
I mean, cut potatoes. I was
Bring in
going to
the
say I
grill?
can just bring
Yeah,
like
there
a
we go.
grill. Yeah, I'll bring
Get
a
some
grill in. And we'll
T-bones.
just do it right in the studio
Yeah.
there. Fire
So
hazard.
this episode
Yep.
did not air because everything
great.
burned the fuck down.
We're on fire. It's the end of Wayne's World where we're in our underwear and we're all
Just
burned
bring
up and
in
shit.
some pre-ordered barbecue, okay? That's it. We're
Ooh,
good with that.
yeah, some dinosaur. Get some dinosaur.
Some
Grubhub?
Bubbies,
Okay.
some Bubbies barbecue. That'd be
Okay,
good.
I'm in.
That'll be tough. Jackie and I are for some reason cutting sugar out of our diet for the
Ooh,
month.
yeah,
so
we've been doing that
that's,
too. We've been doing that too. No
Oh, have you?
soda. A lot of bullshit, dude, is gone. Yeah, since January.
Wow. Okay. All right. Then I've got faith that I
You
can
can do
it
it.
now.
You can do it,
Dave.
Steve. You got
Okay.
this.
I appreciate
Dave
you.
can-
rooting
if
for me
Dave
there.
can do it,
If
you
I can
do
restrain
anything.
myself, I have no self-control at
None.
all. So if I
None.
can, and we've been working out too. We've been working out like 3 times a week, dude. So like, you can do this.
Yeah.
If I can do this, I'm such a lazy burnout. You can definitely do this.
And Ash is his trainer, so he hasn't actually lost much weight,
Dude,
but his
my
ass is looking
gonna
amazing.
be slamming.
Really?
When these new Gymshark tights come in, when these new Gymshark leggings get in, oh, watch out.
His,
There you go.
his ass is looking amazing right now because that's
Popping.
all they're doing.
Popping booty every day.
Oh, guys.
Booty, 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 booty. Body, body, body.
Dave's going to be making me sin next week. That's what's going to
So
happen.
you're not going to be thinking about your death. You're going to be thinking about this ass, Steve. It's okay.
There you go.
Whatever gets me off the death. I don't
Exactly.
care.
All right, guys. If we have nothing else to contribute to this conversation, we will let Steve continue on with slamming shit
You've
against
been
the wall.
chopped. You've been chopped,
And,
Steve. Just walk down that hallway.
You've been chopped.
He hasn't been cooking anything. He's just been grabbing random
He's just
pots
been
and
messing.
pans,
Just
just
sounding
banging them
busy over
against the
there. We
fucking
get
wall.
it.
Did not
We get
beat
it. You're
Bobby
busy,
Flay.
Steve.
Yep. Exactly. I
important and
gotta
busy.
go. They're kicking me off
Oh,
Who's
stage.
the other one? Who's the other one? Who's the fucking dick? The fucking chef?
Alex Gornishelli. Fuck
I have
that
no
bitch.
idea who that is.
Gordon?
Yeah.
Oh, Gordon Ramsay, yeah.
Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah. Gordon Ramsay is
Dave's pulling
waiting
names
to
out of
just-
left field.
Oh, I watch a
I don't
lot
know
of
who the
Chopped.
fuck he mentioned.
If you watch Chopped, you would know who
He's
Alex
just like,
Gornishelli
I'm like,
is.
who's that chef? He's like, oh yeah, Ghirardelli chocolates. Who the fuck did he mention?
He could talk about his Hispanic booty beach, but once I bring up something white, it's all off
Yeah,
limits now.
exactly.
This is a Hispanic podcast, guys. We will keep it as
Hispanic
such.
Booty Beach.
hey,
Show title.
bro,
I like that.
bro.
Hispanic booty beach episode.
As always,
I said forget about it, cuz.
Forget about it.
just forget about it, cuz. All right, so
Love it.
Puerto Ricans are just tall Mexicans. That wasn't the drop.
that
was
wasn't
me.
even the drop. That was actually him.
You'll only know if you watch it on the YouTube.
Oh my god. Oh, great.
That sounded just like the drop, though, right? That was
It sounded legit. A little slower.
It sounded
a little
too
slower.
close.
Yeah.
It's almost as if he
like
says
you say
this
it
all
every
the
day,
time.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wake up and it's Puerto Ricans are tall
Practice.
Mexicans. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
practice.
It's already on your mind.
For all the live shows we're going to do.
His lady is half Puerto Rican, so I'm sure he uses it all the time.
Shit, I forgot about that.
The
All
better
right.
half.
All right, guys.
Love you,
but
Steve.
All right,
thank
dudes.
you, buddy. We'll see you. We'll see you
Yep.
next week. Or actually, we'll talk to you on Friday.
Friday, yeah, sir.
Yeah. Sorry for all the post-processing trouble you're going to have with all
He's going to
the
leave it in. It's fine.
cooking
It's
sounds.
It's going in
Please.
exactly like that.
I'll do a
you
cooking
go.
segment on a future episode.
Our fan base is gonna hate you for this episode.
That's fine.
All 7 of them.
All 7
You're
of
gonna
them
have
are
an
gonna
angry
find you at
mob
work and
coming
jump
after you.
Y'all know I'm not here for them. I'm here for you boys.
That's right.
And Dave's
love
sweet,
it.
sweet ass.
All them leg lifts.
Bounce
All
a
right.
quarter off this ass. I don't know what that means, but I've heard it a lot. I think it's a good thing. I don't know what it means.
I think it's a good thing.
Right.
He's going home and he's asking.
I mean,
asking,
just
asking.
here's a quarter.
Yeah, you got a quarter.
$50.
You got a quarter.
penny.
So how do you bounce the quarter thing?
You got to like,
Show
like
me.
you can,
Show
yeah.
me.
you can wash your clothes off of this ass.
There you go. Washboard
Yeah,
ass.
he has a
You got
washboard
abs
ass.
on your ass?
He has a washboard ass.
He's got a washboard ass.
that's a flat ass, dude. Why do you want a flat ass? I thought my booty was popping. All right. We'll see you guys next week. You guys have a great week.
See you, buddy. Oh shit.
Washboard ass.
Just flat and bumpy.
It's flat. It's like every lunch lady I've ever fucking had, dude.
Oh my god. Oh, flat ass with a
Got
shit
lunch
ton of
lady
acne.
ass. Gross, dude.
It's a flat ass with shit ton of acne.
That's awesome.
Dude, the lunch ladies at my school used to have these aprons they would wear where they'd have like plastic silverware and shit. And if you like raised your hand and called them over, they would come over and be like, what do you need? Like, oh, I need a fork. And they would go into their apron. They'd pull the fork out. We pretended like they were digging into their underwear to pull the silverware out, and they'd give you like an underwear fork. It was so fucked up. We were so mean to the lunch ladies. I don't know why. They made shit money. They made shit money just to feed us, dude. And we were
so
dead.
bad.
Yeah,
I feel
you're
like
sitting here being assholes.
who was ever nice to lunch ladies?
Nobody.
I mean, nice when they show up, but like usually when they walk away, you're making fun of them.
Right, yeah. Yeah, you're always making fun of lunch ladies, yeah.
Right. All right, guys. You know what that means.
Oh, we didn't even hit that music yet. I thought we were done, dude.
It's the end of the episode. Big shout out to all the affiliate podcasts.
Big shout out to all the
Critical
lunch
Mass
ladies.
Podcast. Yes, big shout out to the lunch ladies. We love you.
Hispanic
Okay?
booty beach bitches. Everybody.
Them too. Green Room Podcast. All for One Media.
All for one.
And do not forget, if you want your Delta 8 carts, visit directorscutliquids.com
I always forget
and
to
order
say.
your Delta 8s.
Yes.
Do we say critical mass?
Oh,
We
Rocco,
did do Critical
Rocco,
Mass.
Critical
Rocco,
Mass.
Critical Mass.
Critical Mass.
Be
we
fat.
kinda
Don't
breezed
forget
through
your
them all.
towels.
Yep, don't forget your towel.com.
Don't forget that towel.
Huh? Yeah, don't forget atowel.com.
Yes.
Yes,
I will
for
not.
all your nerd
All
news.
your nerd news.
But
Word up.
other than that, peace out, guys.
Peace.
Peace.
Don't nobody fade that shit out like you could.